And we're live. All right. Morning thoughts, morning thoughts, morning thoughts. Shout out to the people going out to work this morning. Shout out to the people coming in from work this morning. Extra special big up shout out to the people who work multiple jobs. I have the utmost respect for you. Shout out to my entrepreneurs, my stay-at-home moms and pops, my retirees. Shout out to the drivers. Shout out to the Uber driver, Lyft driver, truck driver, taxi driver, food delivery drivers, round town and long distance truck drivers. Shout out to the crossing guards and the school teachers, law enforcement personnel, medical field personnel, military personnel. Whatever it is you do for a living, shout out to you. Shout out to every single clean-hearted, good-hearted person who wants good for others as much as you want good for yourself. That makes you a good person. Shout out to you. Here we are on this beautiful Thursday. Today's Thursday, right? Let me make sure before we start. Today is Thursday, October 30th, 2025, and we are happy to be here. Sometimes we don't even know what day of the week it is. We just get up and we go. Stuck on automatic. Why? But you know what? I have no complaints to complain. Hey, have y'all been paying attention to what's happening in Jamaica? Have y'all been paying attention to what the place really looks like now? Has everybody been paying attention to what the place really looks like now? Lovely Aneka is in the building. Lovely Aneka, big up yourself. Thank you for being here. Lovely Aneka is right there in the chat. That's my fellow content creator sister. If you see Lovely Aneka, for those of you who are watching from the outside, just go over to Lovely Aneka. Whoever is in here should already be on her platform as well. P-Niles 123. P-Niles is in the building this morning. Nisha is with us this morning as well. The first person that came in was S Diva. S Diva, big up yourself. Virtuous Fire, big up yourself. Thank you for being here as well. Miss Goldie Robinson is with us. Julie Tapper is with us. Pussy G is in the building. The name change again. Pussy G, big up yourself. Thank you for being here. Michelle Taylor is in the building. Big up yourself. Rasta Caribbean is with us this morning. Andrew Skinner, Renegade Sound, was here. Patricia Jackson is also here. Sean Cassell is in the building with us. Thank you for being here, Sean. Tony Mango is in the building with us this morning as well. Audrey Wright. Audrey, big up yourself. Thank you. Audrey also says to hit the thumbs up button as you enter the live, please. Simon G is in the building with us this morning. Big up yourself. Stacey Ann is also here. Let's Bond TV. Big up yourself, bro. That is 5 up in the building, bright and early. Some morning, people. Lil Red Gucci is in the building. Lil Red Gucci, I hope all is well with you. Thank you for being here. Grace James is with us this morning. Grace James, big up yourself. And it's back to Nisha. Sharon Ingram Brickhouse is in the building. That's a name I haven't seen in a while, unless you changed it back to the Brick House. Stephanie Willis Shaw is with us this morning as well. Thank you for being here. Listen, it don't look too good on the ground in Jamaica, people. It looks terrible. Lovely Anika says, still can't hear from. Let's do a roll call. How many of you have family in Jamaica right now that you still have not heard from yet? Like your good family where you check on all the time. You know, you check on your family all the time. You make sure they're all right. How many of you have family you have not heard from yet? Because some people do. I fortunately have heard from my family. Shakira has heard from her family. Lovely Anika says, I still can't hear from my family in a Montego Bay. I'm so worried right now, I can't eat. Montego Bay got hit hard too. All right. Michelle Taylor, Dorothy, mother-in-law, are y'all hearing from your family? Heard from my parents and sister, thank God, says Jason Jones. All right. Denise Sparks says hubby and the kids and their mom. Did you hear from them, Denise? We know who you have there. I mean, did you hear from them and are they okay? That's the roll call we doing. Making sure everybody's people is good. Yeah, make sure everybody's people are good. I have heard from most, but haven't heard from my family in Portmore. Rotted. Portmore is like Lilo in Dump Upland, you know. Still can't hear from family in Discovery Bay. Oh, Denise, you still have not heard from them? Yeah, Denise, your people are in Westmoreland, right? Or is it St. Elizabeth? Is Westmoreland? A neighbor reached out yesterday and told me my dad is good. Man, thank you for that, neighbor. Be thankful for that, neighbor. Dorothy says, I can't hear from my family in St. Elizabeth. Boy, Dorothy, St. Elizabeth look ravaged. I think that's the place in Jamaica that got hit the hardest. Haven't heard from family, Camp Savannah, Grange Hill, or Darlington. That's all Westmoreland right there. They got hit pretty hard. Yeah, okay, Denny's. Petersfield, Westmoreland. S Diva. Well, S Diva said, okay, just saying good morning to S Diva. Everyone's fine in Kingston. Heard from them by PO. Okay, good. And one more, Julie Tapper said, I hear from my family in Manchester, also Clarendon. Nothing to worry about. Yeah. Us up in the hills there, we didn't get hit so bad. I mean, trees are down and some power lines down and stuff like that. But, well, not really, boy. I see in Manchester, especially like Mandeville and these places, there are 2-story houses that are underwater. 2-story houses, that big concrete structures. So y'all ever been to Mandeville, Manchester, up that side? You see the kind of houses they have up there? I mean, it's a lot of these kinds of houses up there. It's one of the places in Jamaica that have the big house them. It's known for the big house them, right? I remember I brought somebody there one time, and I remember the person saying, I would never build a house that big up here or in Jamaica, because imagine how much it takes to cool the house just by your AC bill or your light bill alone. And I remember having that conversation with them. But at the first time, I actually look out and see the whole hillside was littered with big old 2-story houses and stuff, right? I grew up there, so I didn't really look at it like that. My grandparents' house is a 5-bedroom, 2-bathroom, big house itself, but there are way bigger houses there. They're underwater. Those big concrete structures. So yeah, can't say we didn't get hit hard, but we didn't get hit as hard as down the other side. Westmoreland side, St. Elizabeth side got ravaged. Those buildings and a lot of those structures in St. Elizabeth, Westmoreland, their concrete structures have their roofs gone, of course, but there were a lot of wooden constructions there as well, or a mix of wood and other materials that are just totally splintered all over the place, you know? A few houses got hit in Mandeville. Yeah, Mandeville flood out. Mandeville is flooded out. Yeah, I saw some of the flood. I saw some of the water this morning went down, but now the people's cars and vans and whatever them vehicles are is stuck like in mud all the way up to like almost the roof of the vehicle. So that's going to be another issue for them, right? We haven't heard much about any lives lost. I think so far I heard this morning that 6 have been confirmed so far. 6. So that's still, I mean, their lives, but that's still a little bit. 6 could have been 60, could have been 600 by the meteorologist, them prediction of what was supposed to happen in Jamaica. It could have been, we were expecting 600, but God is good, right? Haven't heard from your family members in Mandeville? Well, your family members are probably good, Dorothy. I haven't heard of anybody dying in Mandeville. I've heard of them being stuck though. So your family members, they're just trying to get through it. But the ones in St. Bess, if you haven't heard from your family members, then, and Montego Bay as well. There was Fox News is in Jamaica right now. And I was watching this morning Fox News on the ground in Jamaica. Jamaicans have a thing about us, right? One of the things that I don't like is, of course, I'm going to talk about the things I like too. But one of the things I don't like is, you ever pull up somewhere yet and you try to buy something? Like when I'm in Jamaica and I pull up to, I would say, yo, make we go get some pepper shrimp. So I drive around which part the people with the pepper shrimps there. And when you pull up, it's like 10 different vendors with pepper shrimps running to your window.
And they're like, buy for me, man, buy my own, buy my own. And I'm like, damn, now you don't know who to buy from. Because I start get emotionally connected same time, you know. I'm like, I see the older lady, I want to support her. Then I see the one with the baby, I want to support her. And they literally like pushing each other out the way, like, buy mine, for me better than PR, man. And I'm like, are they going to be friends when I buy and leave? Because sometimes I have to buy from all three of them to make everybody feel good, you know? And after you buy from one person, they're like, so buy something from me too, no, man. I understand the hustle, and I can deal with it. But watching Fox News on the ground, the journalist was walking around with the camera crew, and he was like, as you can see, we're on the ground in Jamaica, and the mud on the ground is very thick. Oh my God, this is not good. This is not good. And next thing me hear is, yo, hey, come over here, sir. And I was like, who's he talking to? Like, yo, come over here, sir. And he went and got, the Jamaican brother got grabbed the journalist. He was like, come here, man, come, let me show you something. And I thought, I want like a white man, you know, from foreign who speak spokey, and I mean, they probably don't understand the roughness. Yeah, but as he was doing that, other Jamaicans running now and trying to like, come this way, let me show you this. And the next one is, no, come over here, so let me show you my thing. And I'm like, oh my God, this reminds me of when I go buy pepper shrimps or food or road, and the whole of them running on the car and I try selling the same thing. Everybody got the same thing, right? So in my mind watching it, I'm like, y'all move the hell out the way and do it one by one kind of thing. Anyways, the journalist went into the couple of houses. The people in the house frig up. This is Montego Bay. The watermark in the house is up to the ceiling in their living room. That means that them whole house, everything in there is soaked. Settee, bed, fridge not good, TV them not good. Nothing in there is good anymore in any of the houses. They don't have any running water. They don't, so that means that them not have no flushable toilet. Them not have, and I'm thinking to myself, I wish about the people them go pee pee and doo and you know, it's hot. It's wet. You know what's coming next? What's coming next is a buildup of flies and mosquitoes. That's what's coming next. And this is what they were talking about before, about what's going to happen after. Because as much as many people could be injured during the storm, after the storm is usually when, if cleanup and medical attention and all that is not done efficiently, there can be a lot more going on thereafter. So y'all gonna have dengue fever, and y'all gonna have all these mosquito-borne diseases that could break out there and all this. And I'm looking at the magnitude of the cleanup that's gonna be needed, and I'm thinking, we need outside help, and we need it immediately. Because we're not going to be, Jamaican people, we're proud. We're a proud set of people. We might say we can do it ourselves, but this is one time where I think we need help, like immediately. We need help immediately, which walks me right into U.S. military being boots on the ground in Jamaica. So a lady came by, and she was very well spoken. Right? You know, I can tell Jamaicans who have traveled and have lived outside of Jamaica, particularly in like the UK, Canada, US, and have come back home or are visiting versus Jamaicans who spend most of their time in Jamaica. So when she came by, I kind of sensed that she wasn't. Anyway, she was like, calmly approached the news media guy, and all she said was, I had to rescue 2 children while the hurricane was going on, and the parents passed them over the wall to me, my neighbors. And the journalist immediately turned away from the guy he was interviewing, and he said to the lady, where are the kids? Are they okay? And she was like, yeah, because I have kids of my own. Y'all might have seen it. I have kids of my own, their age. They're over there playing right now. They're all right, right? And she was like, but I haven't seen or heard from their parents since. Everybody house around there so flood out up to the ceiling. There was water standing in their houses up to the ceiling. They passed the kids over the wall to her. I guess because she was leaving or something like that. I don't know. But she haven't seen or heard from the parents since. So I'm thinking, hoping for the best, but I think they will be finding more bodies. Hopefully not. There's a lot of debris that needs to be cleared up. There are still a lot of people who have not been heard from or seen since. I don't know how this always turn out, right? We're just trying to keep a positive outlook on it. We need help immediately. So, a couple of things that I saw now. There's a lady who was in pink that while the Fox journalist was there. This is Montego Bay. And she was like, we need help. We need help. No, look on the place. We're not getting no help. We don't have no water. We don't have no running water. We don't have no food. They're out of food. They don't have no food. That's why I'm glad to see a country I come from. Anyhow that lick me in a country, you see, I have food till me full. They have no food. No running water. She's talking out loud. If you see the amount of people, right, on that video stream in the comment section that lady make me sick to my stomach. I can't stand her. Woman, shut up and go one side now. People are like, I understand, so you just went through a hurricane, but come on, man, take care of yourself, man. You're too loud and boisterous and whatever. Let me tell you something, right, before I go into the military thing. A lot of people are trying to make this about them. I know for your time now. This is not about you. This is not your time now. Those people should be free to vent. Could you imagine how frustrating this is? There's a thing that's called empathy that is needed now. Empathy. Empathy is the ability to put your feet in other people's shoes and feel other people's pain. That is what empathy is. So I want you, before you start talking about how them make your stomach feel sick and how she a ball out for help, Lord God, man, tapping eyes, and I want you to understand you're not there. You're saying all these things from a safe place. You woke up this morning, you did the same thing. You had breakfast. If you did a cup of tea or coffee, you went in the shower, you took a shower, you jumped in your car, you safely went to where you were going, you tuned into SouFLoTV, you're wondering what's happening with the rest of the world. That's not them. That's not them. Some of them wanted to doodle this morning and didn't have nowhere to shit and had to go hide back at them house and doodle on the floor. Some of them, they have nowhere to piss, them have no food when they wake up this morning because all the stores are closed in their area. They're in a different situation than where you're at. So lend some empathy. You know what I mean? Lend some empathy. I saw the lady and I left a comment that said, it's easy for everybody else to talk. And I realized that most of these Jamaicans that are talking this way, the woman that make me sick, man, they're talking from foreign. You're talking from foreign. Kind of like reminds me of the election, right? When the election did go on, 1 MP, 1 PM, third term loading. Yeah. They were talking from foreign. A lot of them. They don't live in Jamaica. They barely ever go, some of them, right? Allow the lady to be frustrated. Allow anybody there to be frustrated. If you see through the screen, close up, the magnitude of what happened there, I'm frustrated just looking at it. I can't imagine being in it and just wake up and all my stuff gone. Everything gone. All my camera equipment, them gone. All my computer, them gone. No electricity in here. Mosquitoes start build up in the place. It's hot. Everything wet. Can't even lay down on a bed because all the bed them soak. While they were walking through the house, the man put him hand on one of the mattress them. It looked like they had a high bed in that room. And you can tell the place are nicely furnished and everything. We ain't talking about people who live in the woods. We're talking about people who live in houses like you. Nice communities. You know what I mean? And put him hand on a mattress like this, and the amount of water that came out that mattress, I was like, and he was just leaning on it to step over debris to pass by. And I realized everything in that house is soaked. And that's when the guy said, see the watermark here? This is where the water came into all our houses to this level. And they mark it up there. So allow these people to be frustrated. You know what I'm saying? They have every friggin' right in the world to be as frustrated as they can be right now. Make them cry. Make them vent. Everybody always want to cry and vent until it's somebody else's time to cry and vent. Then, I don't want to hear none of that. Empathy, man.
Empathy. Now, in that same interview, in that same Fox journalist going around doing his thing is where the conversation came about of the U.S. military going into Jamaica. And again, here goes our Jamaicans who don't live at Jamaica. We don't want no U.S. military in Jamaica. Jamaica, we can do this by ourselves if we just pull together and clean up. Are y'all looking at the pictures I'm looking at? Are y'all watching the videos I'm watching? If you're watching the videos I'm watching, you're seeing the same destructions I'm seeing. Jamaica cannot do this by itself. Oh, I'll take that back. Jamaica can do this by itself. It's going to take forever for them to do that by themselves. So all this praying and hoping that we get back to normal quickly, that quickly there is going to be a year and change from now if Jamaica decides to do this by themselves. I'm looking at, we don't want no U.S. military in our place because you don't know them coming here. Next thing you know, them now left and them are going to do this and them are going to do that. So I had to put pen and paper together this morning. As a person who served a good time in the U.S. military myself and have been on missions before where it was not about war and it was not about taking people's resources. Those missions were, we call them peacekeeping missions or humanitarian missions, right? Right. Of course, while you're there on the ground, the mission can turn into something else. Like if people decide that now is the perfect time to start looting and burning and thieving people things and murdering people under darkness because electricity gone and camera grid down and them most of them can get away with things. If we're on the ground, then of course we're going to work hand in hand with the security forces on the ground because we're on the ground, so we have to protect ourselves too. We don't want nobody kill we off in there and talk about, we don't want to around here, pow, pow, and we're just here to do peace. It could turn into something else, but that's not their intention if they're coming in now. You know, majority of Jamaicans are not criminals. We're well-behaved people, and even if we're not well-behaved people, we still are not criminal. So majority of them will welcome the help. But the strong amount that are on social media can give people, because you're judged now by social media before anything else. So if you see people gang up against U.S. military trying to help Jamaica, don't be surprised if you end up not getting any help on the ground, right? This is, if they enter Jamaica, it would not be on a wartime thing. It would be more like a humanitarian mission. Jamaica needs help with evacuation. Jamaica needs help with search and rescue. There are a lot of people who still have not been found yet. Jamaica needs help with evacuation. They need help with search and rescue. People are still missing. They're going to need help with the cleanup effort. The cleanup effort is not just moving debris out the way. It is the level of mud and slush and whatever is there, the thickness of it. Heavy equipment operators, heavy equipment operation, heavy equipment will need to be employed in order to do this. And one of the things that I heard the journalist say was Jamaica needs, at least for the U.S. military, to do a flyover and do an assessment so they can have a proper assessment of damage island-wide, right? I just said about the heat, and you know when you combine heat with stagnant water, with human waste, and you mix all those, what comes next? Unsanitary conditions, no running water, doo-doo, pee-pee contamination, you have dengue, cholera, other diseases outbreak are going to start to happen. Don't be surprised you see people start experiencing vomiting, nausea, diarrhea, all these other kind of things to add to what is already happening there, right? So I would say to my Jamaican people, right, y'all slow down on the, I know I can't control your narrative, I can't control your conversation topic, but I'm saying, try to slow down in social media space on the, no, we don't need them around here. We don't need no U.S. military here. Them a thief, them a murderer. If them come in, them not left. Them a come take our place and all this. I grew up hearing people used to say, and I remember this when they used to say, beggars have no choice.
we're kind of in that situation right now. Yeah, we're definitely kind of in that situation right now. Live on the air with SouFLo. Good morning.
Morning, bro.
Morning, family. What going?
All your side. It's not call about.
Good enough. No complaints. We have a little damage up our side of Clarendon, but all is well.
We have 3 bedroom lose everything, bro.
Yeah. Lose everything.
Everything bad, man. House gone, everything, bro.
Me see it, brother. Me see a whole heap of people like that.
I feel away.
Yeah, you know.
My youth and my mother good still. They just on the phone all night, through the night with them and thing. Because she was scared. I mean, I see him youth for a woman. I mean, they call it even before and they have to jump off.
Seeing. So,
look good so
the youth and the baby mother good though.
Yeah, man, the youth good, man.
But the brethren them lose everything.
Yeah, everything, bro.
Jaja.
Yeah, I'm going to start all over, bro. That was difficult.
Why? What for them side there?
Trelawny side.
Which part them located?
Upper Southern Trelawny.
Okay.
Yeah, where road, I don't know if it's not image of them yet. Where road bus off, hold gun.
Boy, I have some video here, yes. The road slide were gone, bus in a 2, crack up.
One big white house of the road, the main road to go Christiana. That's on your wireframe.
Mad. Boy, all we can do is do what we can from here, so you know, or for those of us who will be heading that way. I say, I'm gonna give some name of some places still. I'll be looking out more for who is on the ground that's giving help on the ground. We're gonna do that. We're gonna come together as a platform and put in the little that we can for it. And it have to go to those who are on the ground doing the work. Yeah.
Well, if anything you shout up on your number and do what you have to do.
All right, my brother. Manners.
Big up yourself, man.
Why? Yeah, a lot of people lost everything, man. I think when you're in a place where you are safe, you kind of minimize other people's what they're going through. I'm good. So yeah, they lost some stuff, but they might be all right. No, I'm telling you right now. If there's one set of people I know that can make suffering look good, it's Jamaicans. Jamaicans can make suffering look good. I mean, they suffer in fashion. Them suffer in a style. Truthfully, when Jamaicans are hurting, it'll take a lot to hear them come together and say, like, me really, really need the help. It bad. If you hear them saying that, just know, say, it been past the level where everybody else would have asked for help already. Real prideful people, really no rundown people and beg like that. You know what I mean? When I talk about the few beggy them, you know, make something go on for me now. I'm talking about Jamaican people on a whole. They need the help. It's bad. I can't say enough. So, again, my message to my Jamaican people, the ones who are overseas talking foolishness on social media, especially about people who are sending help our way, please stop. Because you can actually influence people to not want to send help our way. Just like what you do to me. Just like what y'all did to me. I'm an example and I'm one person. Remember when I was taking up the donations, I went to Jamaica on a trip, right? Took my whole family there. As I was driving around, I came across a community center and I said, damn, this just one community center served this whole entire area. So I walked into the community center because I wanted to see what they offered. And they had they had a couple of nurses on staff. It was 3 women in there, 2 nurses on staff and one, like the person who managed the place or whatever. She had the big boss, the head lady, because they told me to all concerns, go talk to her. So, and she came out and she spoke to me. And I said, you know, I'm just passing through and I grew up around this area.
And I'm glad to see that this place is here, established. As I'm in there looking, there's like a wealth of information in there, educational stations for people to learn about all different kinds of stuff, family planning stuff, disease control stuff, all that. And I said, man, this is the kind of place I want to give to, that they continue to do this work. Because when I tell you that there is nowhere else for miles and miles and miles, there aren't. So I'm gonna tell the lady, say, give me a list of things that that you're short of, that's needed to keep this place running smoothly. And she was like, well, you know, I need this, that, and that, and that. And she kept going. I said, slow down, let me write them down then. So she started talking, I wrote them down, you know, adult diapers, this, that. I said, adult diapers? She said, yes, man, it's a lot of elderly people in the community who don't have these things, you know, and them really need the help. Some of them don't even have no family. We can send them nothing or whatever. So I'm like, man, adult diapers, tampons, and pads for girls. Like, you know, so I write down a list, a long list of things. Come back a foreign now, came to my audience, told my audience, whole heap of people talk about, SouFLo just said the word, man, we're right there. God bless the 5-6 people who actually sent something to help me. I was stuck on my own, got brave up myself, I tell the woman about. Because in my mind, I was thinking, I got so much people on this platform. If each one of us put in $5, easy job that. I could give them everything they need, right? And these people don't ask for much. They only ask for what they absolutely need. Next thing I know, I'm on other people's platform being talked about. I guess asking your audience for donations to help other people is the new way of scamming now. Wanna check this out. The boy SouFLo over there scam people, come want to buy them girl brains things. Them not get no money from me. Them better come off of social media and go look work. Oh, that's how I was done. So y'all be careful out there what y'all doing on the social media thing. Because when that was done to me, y'all see me ship any more barrels yet? Wanna see me take up any more donation and try to help nobody yet? No. And I know a lot of people said, SouFLo, don't let that affect you, man. Keep doing the good you were doing. But you can't help but for that to affect you. When people start accusing you of stealing and fraud and all this, man, you have to think about your own well-being. You know what I mean? You have to think about your own well-being. So that's where it drove me to. I took a step back. And I'm saying that to say this, because it ain't about me. I say that to say this. The stuff y'all are saying online about U.S. military, this and them, that, and we don't want them in here and corrupted and this, and it's not the time for it. Now is not the time for it. Right now, we need all the help that we can get, okay? So embrace the people, them. Say, yes, we need the help. Let them come in at the place, come help us as much as they can, and then we'll see where it goes from there. As far as our airports go, caller, I had to finish saying what I was saying just now. I didn't want that to be cut off, so you can call back right now. I promise I'll answer the phone. The airport, Norman Manley and Ian Fleming airports to be open to commercial flights on Thursday. That's today. It was opened, Norman Manley was opened on Wednesday for relief flights. So that's only to bring in aid. It was open on Wednesday, and on Thursday, which is today, the Ian Fleming and the Norman Manley Airport will be open for commercial flights. That means all the disgruntled tourists that are all over social media saying all these bad things about Jamaica, they will now have a chance to actually leave and go back at them to their comfort of their own home and their luxury. And I hope a natural disaster never hits them. You know, it amazes me. Shout out to the people who, there are a couple of resorts where the people were stuck and those people flew right into action. They're outside with the broom and sweep up the place and helping to nail back down this and move that and clean this. I give those people credit. In this world, you have good people and you just have some frig up people out there, and I just saw it go. can't do nothing about it. Some are gonna empathy. Some are gonna feel empathy. Some are gonna say, "Damn, I came here on vacation. I was expecting the time of my life, you know." But we ended up in this situation. At the end of the day, I could go back to my nice living. My house is good. My car is waiting for me. My job's waiting for me. But these people, they can't leave here. This is where they live. Yeah. So let me help them clean up a little bit while I'm here. Let me do a good deed for the day, kind of thing. That's what some people will think. And of course, you'll have the others who are like, this is messed up. This not good. This y'all should have took better care of us than this. A hurricane came and now we're stuck here, and this is what you feeding us. I don't want no damn cup noodles. I don't want no this and that. Where's the food? Where is you still expecting a all-you-can-eat buffet spread in the middle of all this? You crazy. You crazy. Live on the air with SouFLo. Good morning.
Good morning. How are you?
I'm good, my brother. How you doing?
I'm all right.
Talk to me.
My day here just a laugh because me remember when you push out the effort and you even say if half of my subscribers even donate $1, that could do a lot for these people.
Right.
And when you look on social media, you hear, do the man a beg money. Do the man broke.
Do the man broke and do the man a beg money. Remember this skit? I did that skit when I first started YouTube. Like, it wasn't even SouFLoTV yet. It was my family channel. And I did a skit with my sons who are now about to graduate high school. And that was, to tell you how long ago that was, because they were 6 and 7 then. And the same skit that everybody does now, where I said, pass me a roll of toilet paper, and Jaden will be like, okay, Dad. And I'm in the bathroom saying, man, y'all always use the toilet paper and never replenish it, never put any back. And when he put him hand in there, forgive me, I had a bottle of Nutella in there. And so I dipped my finger in the chocolate Nutella and I wiped it on his hand like that. And then to see his reaction, I guess them, me see them Jamaican people, them boy, they live a foreign too long, you know, because you know, so them eat them shit like foreign people. Yeah, foreign people actually taste them own do the brother. And when me see the one SouFLo do it, me I say, no, I can't be Jamaican for real. I that them used call me do the man, you know.
Me know, but me say, why do this? Why we stay so? Because remember, you know, we used to watch Dave Chappelle, and Dave Chappelle used to act the Crockett Tyrone.
Mm-hmm.
And we put a Snicker bar, make it look like a doodle, and nobody called Dave Chappelle doodle man or whatever. You know, just so it's still.
Right. So me I encourage Jamaicans to eat them own feces and all kind of sitting. But
it's the same thing they do your flow.
Mm-hmm.
I same thing missing them do Donna.
Mm-hmm.
And if they keep on, if somebody get the urge for donate or do a program, and then now you're attacking the person, so them are rob money, and so after a while, people just not gonna help anymore because you know you're assassinating the person's character.
Exactly, Jerome. And you remember, and the damage can be so far-reaching, man. Do you remember when Mr. Beast, or whatever his name is, Mr. Beast, right, went to Jamaica and other Caribbean islands, and he bought or built all these houses?
Yes.
Remember what I said to my audience? I said we can create our own Mr. Beast too. We could create our own Mr. Beast too. Mr. Beast only able to do that because of the amount of support that he's given. And the funny thing is, our people will give to Mr. Beast, whether it's through viewership of his content or donation to his channel or whatever. They will give. And they'll never complain or talk about what his net worth is or how much he makes from doing it. But as soon as we do that, I try scam people, and you know, I use the money do nothing but buy your woman things, and you know, or they start counting. Yeah, me see me now one nice car, you know, I'm not getting no more money from me. Watch out, I Benz him drive. So I'm over there, I use my money buy Benz. Remember, you know, about $5 them donate, you know, but I feed them $5 buy your Benz though. You know what I'm saying?
So it really go far because I've gone to some real country place in the United States, and I realize these people will support their small business. They'll have fear in the community, and it's just giving back and support each other. and I realized that some community even fight. They don't want no McDonald's in this community.
They don't
want no fast food.
They don't have no Walmart. They don't have no. I take contracts in the most, I would say, like desolate places in Texas, and I love doing it because those contracts allow me to go see how different people live in a different side of the U.S., right, culture-wise. And I'm in some places, man, the grocery store is owned by a local family who has owned that grocery store for the last 100 and something years, passed down generation type thing. Most of their meat in that place comes from the local farms, the pig, the beef, the this. And the farmers who do supply them, they're able to live nice, and they are the ones who drive the big nice trucks and living at the extra big house around this. So, and the people know, the people see them, and the people respect them, that is what their family tradition is, how they contribute, and they support them. Those same people, they'll be, hold on there, those same people, if you ask them, we're going to put a Walmart here, and this Walmart is going to cut everything you've been buying by 50%. Those people would say, hell no. And they do it all the time. So you don't have any of these corporations in the places where these people live because them have that much support for their own.
They don't care.
Yeah.
That's why you have insurance. Some insurance people will call you and, hey, you know how much you're paying? We're paying $150 a month. They'll be like, no, we can make you pay $80. They said, no. He's been my insurance agent for the last 35 years. I'm staying with him.
I'm just gonna keep it like that. Yep.
And that's how you still have a lot of communities where you have milkman drive around every morning and deliver fresh milk.
Still.
And they pay way more, but they rather pay way more than go to Walmart.
Yeah. Yeah. And that's how they feed their family and everything.
But in Jamaica, Mr. Chin free if you move in.
And when them come at your place, the first thing them tell us, how much you want for this? 150? No, sir. I go over Mr. Chin. Mr. Chin have it for 120. So,
But I'm glad to see that we're coming together, but we really do need a lot of help.
Yeah,
I see my mom sent me some pictures because I'm from Montego Bay here.
Mm-hmm.
And my mom sent me some pictures, and it plays flat down. It bring me back to Gilbert and Ivan,
You know who is doing big things down there as far as helping goes. Before I forget, let me say it out loud. Ramesh Entertainment.
Yes.
Ramesh him always do. Ramesh is underground, and Ramesh is doing big. I'm talking about if y'all are looking for anybody that you could be sure of where your dollar is going. Ramesh is one of them. I'm gonna gather others who are doing and who are underground, but we can start off with Ramesh.
And you always do back to school, Christmas. Hey Flo, you remember how they did last year?
Him did wrong though, you know.
Him
did wrong though. So when you're wrong, I saw if you stay, when you're wrong, you get your beaten, and when you're right, you get your praises.
No, you can beat people, but not try, give them a little room so they can learn.
No, man. No. Where Ramesh did get involved in, I was above wrong. Him did take himself and has been very silent since, right? Remember, so when that happened, it was right around the time when Cartel get released,
Yeah.
And when Cartel came out, Cartel said, him do what? Oh, yeah, I see the video, but you know what, don't know who for frightened. And then Ramesh Teko himself had not really been seen or heard from since then, but he's been playing the low key,
And me like that.
Yeah,
we used to hear a lot more about him. He used to be done a management. He used to do a lot of management for a lot of TikTokers. We know him still do that behind the scene, but we literally don't see him in the media like that anymore. I think him learn.
Him learn, man. Him learn. When you're wrong, you're wrong. And when you're right, you're right. And that's how we have to split the justice. So
but it was warming, heartwarming when we say one heap of people drop off, one heap of ply, tarpaulin and all these things, and you can't say same wasn't even waiting on people to deliver our support. He was up and running with all them groceries and ready to hit the road. And we really like that.
Yeah, I saw his video this morning too. Him well stuck up, and he was saying all the stuff that you see him have now is from donations. All the stuff he has now is from donation, just people willing to help because them know say he's gonna make sure it gets to the people. So them come with like big 50-pound bag of rice and something, and Ramesh them take them time and break it down in a different, 5-pound rice bag. So them can distribute them to the people them with different care packages and stuff. And they're well set up. But he was also saying he hasn't even gone shopping yet or to get things in for himself yet that he wants to give. All you're seeing is just from people. So he's very thankful to the people who are coming out to help. And I think that is what we should be doing. Nobody give support to these organizations where later on you hear say they were never in Jamaica though. Or they robbed the people and never gave the help. Let's find some grassroots people who are there on the ground, Jamaicans caring for Jamaicans, and let's lend our strength to them. That's what I'm pushing.
Let us stick to the evil we know. We always used to see Ramesh go around and him find the community. I think Ramesh will source the true needy people that really need it. So if you're gonna give your money, not give it to maybe somebody else just recently pop up 3 days ago and said they're helping.
Right.
Maybe they have different motives.
And the scamming are going, scammer them there as always, So yo, now is the time you might get chopped more than any other time, More than any other time. Yeah. So, hold on there. Say it again.
What? I said they're gonna chop it with tears, with a white squall at the mouth corner. What if I chop it, oh God?
Yes.
And I watched your video yesterday, and we have to say when we beat the cops, then we beat them. So when them out and they were doing good, make we beat them up,
you saw that?
Yeah.
Yes, man. The Jamaica Constabulary Force, I was impressed because that wasn't the only one that I showed. There were others I just didn't put in that video. They were out there really in the storm. Some of them did all that chase gunman. And I
because even the fireman, them used to say with fireman, them always play domino or kick football when they go out fire. But so you see them active with water, but not as much with fire.
Yeah. If I never did some people dead, But if I never fit them, some people would have dead, in this hurricane, the Jamaica fire brigade, So we have to big them up too. Yeah,
we really have to big them up.
Yes, man. Yes.
All right, I'm going back in that chat.
All right, brother.
All right.
Yeah, so we get big up where big up is due, and when time you're wrong, you're wrong. I don't know if y'all watch Mr. Brown. Y'all watch Mr. It was this audience, somebody in this audience that told me, because I said I love Jamaican movies that are filmed in Jamaica. And I feel like in Jamaica, on the art side of things, we don't have our own movie industry. Like how Nigeria or Africa have their own movie industry and they make big deals with Netflix. I'm wondering, where is Jamaica's push into the Netflix world, right? Because we have the talent, and somebody said, yo, SouFlo, you have to check out Mr. Brown films. And that's how I started watching his movies. Well, Mr. Brown lost everything in this. Just speaking of people who have lost everything in this. So here's one of Mr. Brown. He put a video out yesterday. While he was filming the video of his ruins, somebody passed and said, movie I film, movie I make. And he was like, no, no time for no movie now.
He looked like he wanted to cry.
I don't know how to start.
You see me here?
I don't know how to start. For all that persons that were out there, Jamaica has never experienced anything like this. This is my little brother house. Everything tear them. All right, everything basically tear them. So you can't mash up. Everything basically rip up.
This is Mr.
This
Brown.
is time if I know more than ever, I'm gonna need help from the subscriber, the persons and who support what we are do. I know right time we are gonna need all the help. Because see there, this is one of my house. Everything mash up. See there, everything mash up. See our TV mash up, everything mash up. Jamaica unrecognizable. I swear to God, never. One time for movie and I swear. People, I have never seen anything like this before, I swear to God.
Oh,
I almost lose all my two brothers them last night. Because they were thrown out the house when they got them. See all the car there. The car mash up. Car mash up completely. What one? I tell you, brother. Everything. Me have thrown out in a storm with me.
I have the longer video.
Basically lose everything.
Where he was talking about, you could tell he was crying. He was crying before he started the video. He might try to hold himself together so he can just talk to you in another video, but I have the longer video where he's talking about he basically lost everything. And he was appealing to his audience, the people who tune in and support the videos. He was saying for those people, whether it's through viewership, the more you watch the videos, the more likely you'll get some money in. If it actually give money if you don't have it like that, or for those who usually send donations or whatever, now is the time they're going to need your help more than ever. Mr. Brown is at the forefront, actually, of the film industry that I'm talking about. And if you're a visionary, you will see things farther out, right? I just said to Wifey not too long ago, I said, would I love for them, I want to movie them, because he's from that area. So I was like, one time when I go to Jamaica, Richard Brown Films. Yes, Richard Brown Films. I said, boy, I should contact them and try getting a one and movie them or something like that. Because we watch his movies all the time. I like binge watch his movies. Me binge watch him movie them. Literally. So when I saw him on there yesterday, actually Shakira said it, come give me. I was like, damn. And then the devastation, the devastation. Man, them lost all their vehicles, lost them, the whole of them house, everything. And like I said, the house get hit a little bit, and it wet up. The house is not there. It's like the house split in two. The whole of the roof gone. They're literally going to have to build all over again. Yeah, man, it's sad. It's sad. So a lot of people are going through it at this point. And again, my Jamaican people who are the ones who are in a position to help, whether you are in the country or outside, please do as much as you can. Live on the air with SouFLo. Good morning.
Good morning, SouFLo.
Good morning, family. How you doing?
You hearing me good?
Loud and clear.
Yeah. I want to say three things.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. When I lived in Jamaica, when Gilbert, I lived somewhere where I had zinc on my roof and so. But one of my zinc started lifting off, but it never blew off. So there was a 2-bedroom place in the yard, and it had a concrete top. So 18 of us was in there for the whole time. 18 of us in there. And our place never get damaged, but we had to go into that concrete top place. The next thing I'm going to say, when people talking about you steal things from them or you're thieving things when you're trying to get up donation, I'm the woman that send the money to you and it never reached your address. It came back to me. You never thief nothing from me. And no Jamaican, me a Jamaican too, but me there Canada.
Oh,
no Jamaican not thief nothing from me.
Right.
You never thief nothing from me. And you tell me thanks, but it came right back to me.
Right.
But another person, where them have a big thing of follow them, them have whole lot of people come on them program also. I sent money to them through my bank too. It reached to them. And I also sent them, because the US dollar was so high, I sent them 50 Canadian dollars for a t-shirt. Okay? 15 Canadian, 50, 50. And I sent the serial number in the letter. And the letter was registered that go to them. So it have the Canadian bank money order and the 50 Canadian dollar cash. Them thief my money. And them not send it back. And them are a Jamaican. Okay? So SouFLo not thief nothing from me. He never thief me things. The money come back, and when I said it to you in email, you tell me thanks.
Right.
And it's an American thief my money. Okay? I mean, I go call this who this man. And he never even tell me thanks to him yet. And me write him letters upon letters, even post letter to family member in America to send it directly to him. And he never send back me $50 cash. And he never tell me thanks to him yet. The donation when I send to him. And you tell me thanks, and my money never reach you because of the address. It never reach you, but it reach him. So all the Jamaicans that we are leak out against them Jamaicans, them to stop. Stop, because Jamaicans get scammed too. Stop tell lie on SouFLo, and miss as far as SouFLo say. Stop tell lie on SouFLo.
All right. 3 things you say I go say no, we get 2. What the third one?
All right. So me can't go much longer. I want to come off, make somebody else come on.
All right.
All right, thank you.
Thank you.
Me say anything else in our email.
All right, thank you.
Thanks.
Yeah, she had sent me some money. That's the lady who I was joking with y'all with when I said when she said, "But Cooper, you too," because you know I true she was going through a lot to make sure that I got the money. All right, and it started to get to where I was like, well, if I go through that much to make sure I get the money, better just keep the money. You know. Live on the air with SouFLo. Good morning.
Yes, SouFLo.
Manas, talk to her.
Yes, sister, people have your back, you.
Yes,
sister,
sir.
People have your back. The family big out already, yeah. Some
of them people are break your spirit sometimes, though, man, where you have to take a break, you know. Even though you know, say you have people who are gonna back you up, then sometimes the people them with the negative thing is just way more, you know. As a man, you have to safeguard your mental space and things. Yes, fam.
Your person, bro. Turn there.
Saying.
You're going nuts, bro.
Yes.
You're born in the 80s, bro.
Yeah.
What the most important thing you grew up on?
With what?
What's the most important thing we grew up on? What people they beat in our head?
Whole heap of something. Do unto others
Never
as you have them do unto you. Never give up. Yeah, well, yeah.
Never give up.
Yeah.
Never give in.
Yeah. True.
And we're last set of generation we are roll on that now. And whether you believe it or not, the set of generation come after we, they now get it.
Got it. Got it, bro.
They now get it.
Got it.
At the 80s baby them right now, I get talk every day, a full style $2,000 and then think a joke. They're not create nothing here for themselves.
Same. Yeah, man. So big up to the people them who actually really do reach out, and back way up and help out when help is needed and these kind of things. Because we can't do nothing without them. Really, and it's truly appreciated, Just sometimes the negative thing get to you. Because you're only human.
That's true.
You have to see yourself I get slandered when you know you were trying to help. The thing what did kill me about that though is, okay, so if you slander the people them who are going to help, kind of like what I'm saying about the US military bringing in help right now if they decide to go into Jamaica. When you don't slander them and they decide to not help, do you have a replacement help? Yes or no? And the answer is no. And the people them who need it are going to be there with no friggin' help. Because I know people who need the help and from them frustrate me and me stop. Them people they not get no help from nobody else. They're still there. And they're still looking like, damn.
Like I said earlier before, the people who are not there, they're the ones who said they don't want the help.
Because if you're in it, brother, you will know so you need the help.
You know so you need the help.
Right.
You know what? There was a statement as well. You watch the video with the guy that beat up the busser at the hotel. The morning for breakfast or something and enjoying a long line.
Yes, with them a fight. It was at one of the hotel them.
SouFLo. I'm not killing nobody wants to. I'm not bring violence on your station, but I tell you, bro, the white boy are lucky.
That was madness though.
Crazy, bro. I mean, after the storm, the people still are doing their work, but they could have left and got them family house.
Take care of them one family.
And take care of who they need to take care of. They still up with all the 110%. Right? And in regards to all of that.
They want to fight off the people them and beat off the people them in there.
It's more than slavery, bro.
Yeah. Poverty is something else too,
Bro, I said this is more than slavery.
Why? Heavy vibes. But all in all, I just want Jamaica to get help.
Just constantly watch the video them, bro, the week.
I just want Jamaica to get help. At the end of the day, I just want Jamaica to get help. So I'm not even going to focus too much on the negative. We say it and we make it pass and we talk about how it affects we just to get that out of our system. But at the end of the day, man, I just want Jamaica to get help. The only reason why I'm not down there is because, wife have the baby on the way and these kind of things, and the baby soon reach here and them something like everybody knows I'm going to Jamaica regular. And this is the time where I would have definitely have been down there. And right now, I asked my mother yesterday, because I push part of the house, there are fair people in them area there, and the body passed and checked, and she was like, yeah, we have some major damages and stuff, but, I don't even have time to think about our own damages, because it will minor compared to what me see other people I go through. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, so I just want the people them get some good help, bro. I don't want nobody out here trying to block the help that's coming in.
True.
Right now is a time where if you're not going to help, don't say nothing. Just don't say nothing. If you're not going to help, don't say anything.
I'm scared of it. But at the darkest time, this is Jamaican right now. I tell you, especially with people who lose everything.
Especially, brother, I was just thinking about that this morning. Like, it's just a short period of time before the looting started, before the robbery started, before the who get up and go take it started. Yeah, it's just a matter of time, When we see the police station, them come out and the soup say, we can't move right now. We can't help anybody. We can't even rescue anybody. We can't answer no calls because we lost all our vehicles. Everything is underwater, just like everybody else. So we're please asking the people them to stay patient. I said not even police can respond right now. If y'all get robbed right now, you know, you call them, you can't even respond to you right now. So and the areas in Jamaica that are not hit, you have to understand, say, this can go many ways, because who don't have it next door can come over to who have it, and like, you know, get them, we take it kind of thing. Listen, end of the day, we need help, and we need help desperately, and we need help right now to get this thing sorted out as soon as possible, because I see all kind of things about to happen.
Okay. And I guess for me, I look right now.
Yeah, and you're right.
It looks really scary.
Yeah, you're right. You're right. Under darkness, brother, whole heap of sit now go on. That's why the place needs to clean up quick fast. And we need the outside help. We need the outside help.
Protect yourself here, boss. Congrats again for your new man.
Manners and respect, my brother. Yeah. Even that I was thinking about. Who don't have it is gonna go take it. And remember, I said Jamaica we are talking about. Yeah. So as much as we're nice people like that, don't forget that we have a lot of those people who also believe in taking things. We don't want it to turn into a situation where the have-nots are going after the haves kind of thing. We don't want it to turn into that. Come on, this is Jamaica. Murder rate high like what? Yeah. So we need help, and we need it right now. We need it as fast as possible so things could get back to some level of normalcy so our security forces can move around. Live on the air with SouFLo. Good morning.
Morning.
Morning, family. Talk to her.
I'm in a samba moment. Samba's crazy as can be.
What go on?
I understand the frustration with the people, and I will be frustrated as well. But I can't even tell them how to deal with it because I'm not there. And I don't heard from my family now. During the storm, I heard from them.
Mm-hmm.
I'm optimistic. I think they are okay, to be honest with you. Yes.
But you haven't heard from them?
No, I haven't heard, and I'm in St. Anne, but I'm in the hills, to be honest with you. So maybe a window may be blowing in, possible doors. It hurt, and then I'm thinking about the loss of Jamaica, the life. It's sad to know 5 people gone already, but I'm happy to know it's not a vast majority more. Possibly can rise. And thinking of what? Well, one cost life, no cost nothing. Because we used to the entire wash out the liquor.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, so one not cost life, no cost nothing for true.
Yeah.
But the condition on the ground, I get desperate. I try to make people understand how desperate the condition on the ground is getting. This is not one of them times where people can be like, oh, stop trying to scare people, or oh, stop trying to make it seem worse than it is. It's actually really, really bad.
It's bad, you know. Look here.
Super bad. You know what I'm saying?
You see this Foxtown Tracer? I was watching things. Somebody posted in the chat room yesterday. So I was following his life in St. Louis today.
Mm-hmm.
So I was following that person. I wasn't following the Fox News reporter. You understand me? Live, going live and having what do you call the new internet something again? Starlink?
Yeah.
Yes. So he was there generating and helping out some people and stuff like that. And he can only do so much because I saw even the person from BOJ, Best of Jamaica, and he was telling him if he could get the Prime Minister could ask him to fly over and, see the extent of the damage, because he said he have been into tornadoes, hurricane, and he have never seen none like this. And what I want to say, the man that predicts it, take picture of your land space, your car, your house, where it was, I want to say he was right.
He was right.
He was right.
You
understand me?
You know what? He was right, because
yes,
you see how the mudslide where a lot of places, and you see how it look, nothing is there anymore, kind of thing.
Exactly, man. You look at the concrete.
That's what he was talking about.
And then when I want to ask you again, your video that you posted yesterday evening with the shark in the water.
I swim downstairs at the hotel.
Yes. I mean, we really want to know if actually, because sometimes they put people in other stuff what happened years before and prior elsewhere. Yes, but it can happen as well, because if they're on the shore and the water coming, anything can happen. You understand me? But all I have to say, people be careful. Alligator and crocodile, people saw them swimming.
I want to see a video with them, man. I just never put them in there, but there are videos of them too, crocodile, all over the place. Yeah.
It's a big loss. I've been through Gilbert, and trust me, it's far worse.
Yeah.
And I mean, I've seen, we grew up poor. We in one room. I'm not afraid to talk. We could see the sky from our roof. So means that this in them whole, very whole.
Yeah.
And we could see the holes to look up. And our roof, that little one room wasn't damaged. Everybody was looking at it and saying that the one room they done. And I said, God spirit. And I've seen brand new house stuff put on. And the son just take it up and put it down in a hole. And you would say, why wasn't this older structure built with stone, red dirt, lime, all and stick, stand to the hurricane, but a new block structure and a new modern zinc structure did not stand the test of Gilbert. And you look at it.
Right.
But one thing, so we take everything in a sad moment and try to find joke in it. I saw the people on the road cooking. I mean, understand, it's life, we have to live, life goes on. What, not dead, not that way. Some people will not understand. I'm speaking to the people now who are outside. When I say outside of Jamaica, like a foreigner who may be joining your life this morning, and they will think us take things not seriously. We have to do what it takes to go on, and in this stress of this disaster, people have to find time to be happy and not to be so depressed, of heart attacks, strokes, and all of them sit there. When it gone years after, none of you remember, but those people, we people, lived with that until they die or until we pass God and leave them. So I want them to bear that in mind, because your platform is not just so anymore. So we're speaking to others outside as well. So please understand, and all of us don't have an education. Some of us is going to be ignorant to some situation as well. This is back to Jamaica. So, I mean, and most people over the world, so they're ignorant as well. But in going, I want you to just remind me of one thing. I don't know if you can play back the Gilbert. Really, we're loving there, this song.
Yeah.
I mean, and let us talk about it and laugh, find little humor in it, because after this time we were laughing, and I was laughing the other day when I saw about the video.
All
Please
right.
and thanks.
All right, family. I think she got a bit long-winded and did not talk about playback Gilbert and find humor in. And this is what I'm trying to tell y'all, right? And this ain't about you. This is not about me. I can't even be here sitting here talking about I feel so down and I'm so depressed, and me just feel like boy, them I go through a lot, and you know, I don't have a right to feel that way. I don't. Our property good in Jamaica. Wife we talk to our family, we not lose nobody, and we never lose no property either. And on my ends, some little things need fixing up, and then we're back to normal. I'm gonna leave the sorrow and the, oh God, I'm in need of some comedy now and something to laugh about. I'm gonna leave that to the people who they are go through it. Who's there going through it. I don't mean to sound anyway, but they're the ones who deserve. Cry if you want to cry, man. Cry if you want to cry. There's a time for everything, people. There's a place and a time for everything. I don't want nobody to try make me laugh when I try cry, because that's how we process with feelings, get through them and get past them. Not true? So if me wake up and me see everything flattened down, me don't want no laughing thing, me I cry, me I go cry. I'm telling you, it's easy. It's easy for you to be like, yeah, find something to laugh about, and because you're not there. Because you're not there. I know your thing mash up, and you're not in the middle of it, and can't go nowhere else. Kind of remind me like when I was in Jamaica, and I said to my cousin, I was like, Jamaica, nice enough. And he might try to get business done. He lives there. And he was like, yeah, you have a ticket. I said, what do I have to do with my ticket? He said, you have a ticket to leave. You have a return date, don't? I said, yeah. I was starting to get offended that he said that. But I had to take into, him say, yeah, because what I'm trying to say is, you're going to fly out. So you're going to fly out and go back to the U.S., back to where, you know, you call ambulance, them reach your house in 5 minutes. You set an appointment, you go see this, that get taken care of in 15, 20 minutes. You go here, you go there. You know, join long line at bank just to go use an ATM. You this, that, and the other. And I'm like, damn, you're right. He said, try doing this every single day. Everything you try to do, because he was trying to do a bunch of things, and everything he was trying to do, you set appointment, you show up, nobody there, you have to reschedule. Nobody there, you have to go on next time or go on next place. Them say them are going to open 9 o'clock, them open 10:15. Them say, like, just a whole different world of thing. And I'm not living in it every day, so I'm not frustrated by it. Because when my plane land, I'm thinking decompression, vacation time, smell the air, eat some good food, laugh and drink. But him there, I think, yo, this frustrating rascal. Because I try to work out this thing from when I not work, brother. I mean, I look for the right people and to connect. You know what I mean? It's a whole different look. It's a whole different look. The people are going through it, man. They're going through it. I feel for them. But I just don't feel like I even have a right to be sad right now. I think they have all the right. Them, you wanna be sad. Like the lady I said earlier that everybody was trying to shut up or talk bad about her. The woman in a pink, she just turned my stomach. Why should not shut up and go somewhere? All the lady is doing is bawling out for help. She said, we need help. We need it now. Nobody now come rescue. Nobody now help with. No government official is over there to help them. They're not getting any kind of help. It's been days now. I'm sure the lady have to go do this somewhere. She shit in one place where she never did want to do, you know. You know what I mean? It starts to get uncomfortable when you're going through it. And of course, you're going to have to adjust and get through it. But she recognized that she need help and she ball out for help. Why try to silence her and put your feelings in the way about how she make you feel? Nobody give a damn about how you feel. She crying out for help. Yeah, Charlotte. She desperate. She crying out for help. You're not desperate. You're in a comfortable place criticizing a desperate person in a desperate situation. How she make you feel. I would say it turned me Simon this morning and say, I was like, them people are serious. And I thought it was like one person or two people that was gonna say something. One long list of people. Everybody after that one person that made one bad comment was our next bad comment till I got tired of reading them. I said, damn, these people ain't got no empathy. You can't feel her pain? That's wicked. You can't feel the next person pain. But I realize that not a lot of people are, well, I realize that there are a lot of people out there who are not able to feel other people's pain. They lack empathy. They simply lack empathy. With that said, things ain't looking good in the places that are messed up. And it's no over exaggeration. Go check on Mr. Brown from Richard Brown Films. If you look closely upon him video, it's in high definition and well shot. The place frig up. Like, if my house was mashed up like that, I would be devastated. And that's something I said yesterday that I think went over a lot of people's head. Where I'm at in Florida, right? I can't speak for everybody else, but home insurance is mandatory. Home insurance is mandatory. So it's like if a storm blow through here and lick down everything, I file with the home insurance and get. Matter of fact, when I bought this house right here, the people who owned it before, when they were selling it, it was the home insurance that they had on it that replaced the roof, and I was able to get the house with a brand new roof. A lot of people in Jamaica don't have that. It's mandatory to have home insurance, and you know them have insurance, so they're like, you know what, everything good, man. We just got chill and the insurance I got pay out, you know, and we can build back better quickly. These people don't know how. For those of you who don't know, a lot of people in Jamaica build their stuff piece by piece, year by year, brick by brick. You know what I mean? You hustle a little bit, you put the money together, you buy a one car, some man put them car on the road, use it, run taxi, make some money, buy a next car. All right, that the car there, the personal car for wifey and the picnic them. This a car, you still a go and hustle some money. Boom, then him get a next vehicle. Him can say, all right, we have 2 vehicles at the yard for personal use. One of them and the big van, that's how we run on the road for make a living. And you wake up in the morning and see all 3 of them under mud and water just gone. It took you 5, 7, 8 years just to get them. That's what we're looking at. We're not looking at people who the insurance is just going to kick in and everything is going to be replaced, you know? So you're like, stop being ungrateful. You never lost your life. Just chill out. It will all be taken care of. That's not what we're looking at. We're looking at a lot of people who built everything piece by piece over the years, put them life together and them thing together, and it's gone. There's no insurance to back up most of them. There is no insurance to back up most of them. So even after the cleanup happens and the debris is moved out the way, then people are going to figure out how to put on back a roof on the house. Probably don't even have the money like that. How to put a roof back on the house. How to build up back the wall, because the whole wall them down the house split in 2. Live on the air with SouFLo. Good morning.
Morning, brother. All gone.
My dad and the family, what happened?
Boy, it's mash up, boy.
I know I see it.
Same thing when me live, brother.
Why?
I don't even know you. It was, and I ride out all and bamboo this and I come from.
When I get the worst side. When I get the worst side.
You see my community, I'm hungry way, I know say my community. I want, how when I host them, me buy color. I mean, I say, oh, this or this or this. It's mash up, you.
Sent you at your place.
Same thing at my place. Right out all and bamboo this, yo.
Yeah.
As they are going all and bamboo, I go over here. Let's mash up, yo.
For those of you who are on here, he's from the place that got hit the hardest in Jamaica. I don't think anywhere else get hit hard like St. Elizabeth. Them do an aerial flyover last night on my seat, or this morning on my seat, and my heart broke. It looked like somebody crushed you up and put it down. Why?
Everything. If Morris come over upon place and him slide right to a bridge to this so and come over in the community and pull out everything out of people in the house.
Damn.
But I meant if the most concrete wall could have been go down.
That me I tell you, I see concrete wall split. The people in the house split in 2, brother. And I don't know wood house and a board house.
I don't know wood house, brother.
Yeah.
It was mad. But all the glass window, they make me bossy glass window, they mean that. Brother.
Why?
Now I know me not to hear from my father.
I don't mean I gotta ask you now if you hear from your people them yet.
No, G. I live on the camera is This day it's I'm chat to him. I don't need back for nobody. Please mash up yo. Please mash up. Please mash up till more bother real tears.
Why?
Please look like not even if I went bomb job place. So not even better place was mash up. Not even know if explain.
I saw it look, you know. I saw it look to me. When them do the flyover last this morning, I see a video. I exactly how it look. It looked like you see the other day when them people they bomb down over so and they level out the place. I saw it look. I saw your place look.
But I was on church. I was on church and my grandparents, parents, them go see did they not did it better place. Brother, come on.
Yeah, brother.
Come on.
All right, bro. Why? I'm telling y'all. Jamaican people are strong, man. They'll hold it together for as long as they can, but they're people, you know. They're hurting. They're hurting. People not gonna cry in front of you and just say, but I could look at Richard Brown's face and tell say him do some real crying before him go on the video there. Yeah. So if you think about what the meteorologist said before the storm, like the caller said earlier, he was right. He was right. When he said Jamaica is going to look unrecognizable, there are parts of Jamaica that look unrecognizable. That's somebody from St. Elizabeth that's telling you, say, look unrecognizable. If I never feel like the color certain place and stuff. Like, you know which part the pink building did the kind nobody else named paint them building pink. And the building the pink from God know when a piece of the pink building left make you know say, that's so you're there. And that y'all look on right now. That kind of stuff. That's all that's left of it. That hurricane was powerful as hell. Because everybody, y'all know, right? If that hurricane had hit here, there would have been devastation because the walls here, the way they build houses here is completely different from how we build houses in Jamaica. Live on the air with SouFLo. Good morning.
Hey, good morning, SouFLo.
Morning, family.
Hey, me brother Carl Kowal said come from Saint. I know say Saint I come from too.
Really?
Yeah, the place where my talk about Holland Bamboo. Probably the person who even know me, I mean, you know it. You know what I mean? But I'm able to get word from my people. I'm here say the roof just to make an offer, so I'm gonna say the roof gone, but when the thing say it really gone, like everything come off for the house, you know what I mean? So I must hope for the best as part that lift off and
them tell you say the roof, them tell you say it gone, bro.
Yeah.
It gone, bro.
But it's not know them stand though. Well,
no, it gone, bro. Have you seen the aerial view of Senti?
Yeah, I see. But I'm at the gone. The says the zinc them tear off, but the wooden structures are still on. You know what I mean? Because if the wooden structure tear off left with concrete, you know, so it's really bad. But at least you can buy something, can put it down back. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know, but but my own concern, here's the people as thief things already.
Yes, people are breaking in and doing all that already, and that's what one of the earlier caller was saying, that we don't. That's why we need the help immediately, because we don't want to get darker. Because it's gonna get darker. You know what I mean?
Because I hope things like family house where more than once I run around the man just jump the wall and take out the person. I will like that. If I'm not that about. I will like them over there. I will man and father house that. You know what I mean? The base. Someone have know someone going there and pull out and some picture with me young and so gone. So I think set away. You know what I mean?
Bro, if them tell us the roof gone. Yeah, you know how we build house at Jamaica, right?
Yeah.
Black and steel, right?
Yeah.
The house them, like if compared to the house them up here, like in my house, I can probably thump a wall here or lick it with a hammer and it's a bus and hole in there. You can't do that with our house in Jamaica, right?
Brooklyn.
When I saw multiple whole heap of black and steel house bust out, that's when black and steel house bust out. That I figure your idea.
So I know.
Yeah, concrete house. Bust out.
Yeah, but I blame myself too because I have time to talk to my sister. I'm sure I said Starlink, line up with Starlink. I'm sure I said after the storm, you're not gonna have a pole left, signal, you know what I mean? So I beat up myself, said I'm sure link them up with Starlink for them I can use and calm, but even them not think of it either. I don't know why. You know, I mean, we can't reach them. We have to get link from other people. I tell we say them okay, but they see them a walk around. But yeah, we don't have no communication yet with like one of my sisters. Them, they know she all right with our kids and so. You know what I mean? So it kind of concerning, you know.
Them go through them thing, man. You have every right to be concerned, but they're going through them thing, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I wonder if when the storm go on, rain gonna fall too. Like I mean, worse people if rain gonna fall after not know what's going on.
Yeah. Then that, and then on top of that, the place are gonna get stay wet and damp and mosquito are gonna start breed up, water stagnant and all kind of something rubbish. No truck is not driving around to do no garbage collection. So you see, yeah, all that rubbish a pile up, fly, mosquito, air, all is a host of problems that are waiting to happen right now, bro.
And germs, because I'll call one dog and go to the dead and then I mean
there you go.
Disease will have a cost.
There you go.
Like,
yeah.
You know, because of woman, I'm hear some people online across South America saying they want then come help where them I go.
Yeah.
And I said, why not for the door talk for me? Are the Jamaican them have a higher IQ? I must a low IQ you have. Don't talk for because we know so we need help. So when you come and you have an intent to talk, say, we don't want no help. You might just change people's mind. You know what I mean?
So people want help. That's what I'm here telling them. Matter of fact, I realize because I have a thing about me. If you say something disparaging, I will go dig you up. Like, I look at your profile, see if you live a foreign or you live. And I was doing that this morning to a lot of the people who were saying stuff like that. I realized a foreign them live. A foreign them live. So when you stay there and box food out of the people them hand who need it, you're not going to go help them.
You know what I mean? Like a rage a war. You rage a war with people when you're gonna need people help. It gives a common sense. I know, say if people never disrespect, you know, let them help them want to help. You know what I mean? Because tell it short. I don't know, but Jamaican act as if them against America. Why though? We not get it. We can't get the concept. Why?
It's weird.
It's what because again, some people talk about, but then and then now you look down, they have on a suit, I go on a plane. Where are they going in America? If they cost people, we not go away there. You know what I mean? We not go away there. So it's kind of hypocritical. Hypocritical, you know what I mean?
Yeah, but let's hope that doesn't turn the minds of those who want to help us.
We need it.
Because we need it.
Yeah, man. All right. Now listen on, all right?
All right, my brother. Manners.
All right.
All right, so the Senti people them are calling and they're not hearing from their people. St. Elizabeth got hit the hardest. It's weird that St. Elizabeth got, well, no, not really, because I did not know. See, I'm always in St. Elizabeth, but I'm more passing through, right? So when we got border and get my food, and then you see me in Holland Bamboo and them place there, I never know since them that close to the sea. Until I saw the aerial view, and I'm like, okay, them up on the water just like Westmoreland, pretty much. But you know, all that bush and stuff is in the way, so I didn't think the sea was right there. Now I realize, so I guess that's how it touched down there, because I thought Senti was like inland, like Clarendon, or my part of Clarendon, but it isn't. It's basically seafront. It's basically seafront too. Nice land to make beachfront properties. Nice land to make beachfront properties. We're not turning away any help, man. People who want to help, Jamaica is welcoming all the help we can get. Jamaica needs all the help we can get, and we're welcoming it. All right? Whether it's packing up barrels and sending them, or sending monetary donations, or flying in to be whatever the case may be. Live on the air with SouFLo. Good morning.
SouFLo, good morning. I've never called your show, and I know that I don't know how far you are into the show.
Do you have us on speaker or Bluetooth? Because we can't hear you.
No, Westmoreland is bad. The MPs for Westmoreland and Mr. Ailes and Dayton Campbell, he said he has like 8 deaths in his place. The Prime Minister never visited that place.
So they're reporting deaths now, more deaths now, because
there were 8. There were 8 in his thing.
Really?
There's at least 8 deaths. They can't get to them. The Prime Minister never visited there. Where the PNP areas are, he never visited Westmoreland. And it is worse, Mr. Ailes, the MP. Oh. Right?
So my wife's people are from
Elizabeth is bad,
mm-hmm.
But when you see when you see anything from Westmoreland and places like that, it is worse. The Prime Minister never goes there. The MPs, the PNP MPs are crying out. They're not getting the help.
They're not getting any help. I hope they don't turn this into a JLP, PNP thing.
That is exactly what I am trying to say to you. Please understand what is happening. He never visited the places that was harder hit than St. Elizabeth. Listen, they have an agenda. Listen to what the Prime Minister said about his smart city. He wanted a smart city in St. Elizabeth.
2030 smart city.
And that is what he's doing now. He got what he wanted. People, open your eyes. See the darkness before the light.
That's why I can't mention his name, but he said yesterday, PM and politicians, are y'all satisfied now? And I thought that was very, like, what was he talking about?
Please understand what is happening. It's more than the highs. Yes, St. Elizabeth is bad, but there's places that the PNP that did not vote for Andrew is worse, and he's ignoring those people.
If you check Audrey comment, right?
Not getting help.
Hear what I'm gonna say to you. It's only been 1 day. Like Audrey is saying, I'm not a Andrew Holness fan, but in all fairness, it's only been a day, and he can't be everywhere in 1 day. Especially
in
now.
1 day. But listen.
Especially now where people.
Why would he go to Montego Bay and not the next door?
Well, it's one thing at a time, you know. And then if you say why would he go to Montego Bay and not next door, you're gonna have 14 parishes that are gonna say, why didn't he come to the 14 parishes? He's one person.
Look,
his presence,
the
Prime Minister's presence, the Prime Minister's presence is not going to make a difference. What I think is going to make a difference is the allocation of these relief funds. When the relief, and I wrote that yesterday. I said yesterday, the funds are coming, right? But are they going to be allocated properly? Which I hope they don't play politics with the funds.
Would you say that if the spot that has the most debt would have been where he should have visited?
But it's hard to tell where has the most debt. It just happened.
Dayton Campbell would have said to him. Dayton Campbell, you know who Dayton Campbell is, right?
Yes.
Yeah, he would have. Don't you think he would have said, "Hey, we are badly hit down here"? Ian Hales has made a video and put it out there. He has lost his house, the roof of his house. And what I think is hurting these people more is to see the politics being played out again and with people's life right now.
Well, we have to wait and see. We gotta wait and see how this plays out. If we can actually see more funds being allocated to say JLP areas versus PMP strongholds, then we'll have to call that out. But things just happened, you know, and nothing is moving yet. Nothing is moving yet. The country is in shock and awe, and the country is almost at a standstill. I don't see any major cleanup movement going on yet, even. No major search and rescue unit, no major cleanup unit, no major evacuation going on. I don't see any major anything happening anywhere across the island yet.
Okay, I understand. Listen to what the Prime Minister, when he speaks, what he says, because he tell you before he has told you what he wants to do with St. Elizabeth. Okay, when even in his speech, he has no empathy.
Right, I am aware of the smart city plan that was in place. I think it's for by 2030. 2030? Yeah, I think it's by 2030. But that doesn't say that he's going to treat everybody different. We have to wait to see it first.
Listen to the speech again, please.
Okay, will do.
Listen to what he says.
What is it? What is it that you want me to listen to or look out for? Because I might listen to it and miss what you're trying to have me see.
Okay.
What was said that you think everybody should see?
What he said before and what he said when he was giving the speech yesterday about the thing, how he's going to rebuild and he's going to make it a smart city. It's a disaster. You are looking for helping people and to see the devastation, and yet you're basically rejoicing that your plan has now come to fruition.
Okay. So he was like saying, he's probably saying rebuilding, you know, the now we can actually rebuild it into what we have planned.
Yes. I hear a compound and places like that is gone. Devastated. Please, you know, they want a compound. They got what they wanted, and he's gloating about it. You're supposed to have some form of empathy as a leader.
Got it.
I am so sorry.
We'll keep our eyes open, and if I see anything, I'll speak on it.
It's sad.
If I see anything, I'll speak on it.
Thank you.
All right, my friend.
Bye.
Let me see. What did that one say? Live on the air with SouFLo. Good morning.
SouFLo, my brother.
Medina King, what go on?
Man, as I respect me, I road there.
Up full vibes. Talk to me now.
Anyway, I have a problem. Seeing, I know it's something what I have to say. If people them want to call and talk about this and talk about that, can you not let this be about politics? Seeing, I want to stop with the politics, but this people are vote this so they can get no visit. The hurricane just passed, not even 48 hours good. What kind of blood clot help you want? Let's talk facts now. I want to cut this up, bro, man. Sorry if you go on, but that just piss me off, bro.
You have to talk,
That piss me off, Virgin. I'm not starting to talk about, in the labor, I'm in a place, me, none of them.
See.
But no, finally, let's talk about, we see the Prime Minister where, so, they're doing vote, so, and the Prime Minister visit them on the because they vote for him, cut that shit out.
Well, sir, it's not the time for that.
I know it's time for that right now. I that me say. It will be a that's right now. At time now for we individually help each other. When it's time for a week from now, then we can start the kind of conversation. Not even 48 hours, it's not fair and it's not right. We can talk about politics. Oh, this is a place I get visit and that the place I get visit. It's not even 48 hours good things to talk here. So what are y'all really saying?
Yeah.
I want to stop that, man.
I forget it, man, sometimes.
Let's talk about your justice and whatever happens, fine. But you know, I hear about no MP and no Prime Minister visit this. And the problem is what Prime Minister, even the MP.
I agree.
Stop on the bullshit about, oh, the Prime Minister, oh, they're going to fix your policy because they won't vote Jamaica, oh, they're going to vote, they're going to stop that. Bullshit and I go on with. Not like that. That's stir up my vibes this morning, that so I don't like it. I don't want to hear that.
Got it, bro.
Oh, maybe the on the road I go and tune in. Right. I broke the phone a while ago. Oh, Prime Minister to visit them, Prime Minister to visit this. I'm 48, nothing, not even 48 hours good.
Yeah.
So what you want? No, relax, man. Help come and help go come. Just put yourself in a position to get the help or receive the help when the help come. That me I tell you.
Got it.
I'll cut the foolishness out. I tune back into the program.
All right, bro. Manners.
Manners and respect.
Manners. Live on the air with SouFLo. Good morning.
Good morning, my brother. How are you doing this morning?
I'm good. How you doing, sis?
I'm alive.
Talk to me now.
Yeah, so I didn't plan to go there, and my brother just called in and said, "I'm making noise." And he can make noise. I'm not gonna go to politics this morning, but listen, look away. Sablama and St. Elizabeth get the worst hit, Westmoreland. And if you're gonna go to St. Elizabeth, you're just next to Westmoreland. Why would your helicopter take you across to Montego Bay? You understand? So I'm not going to politics, but it look away. Here says Sablama Hospital have no roof and you're not even visit that community.
Right.
You see what I'm saying?
Right.
But I'm not gonna go there.
Right.
You know, so all I can ask my brother and sister to go, it's time to unite. It is time to unite. It is not time for politics. You know, even though things look away, just forget all of that and just unite with your brother and sister. Yeah. Yeah, I hear from my daughter. She's in Hanover, and luckily she had Starling. Would you believe since the burial, it's last week, Thursday, that Flo came to give her back service from burial? You know, she was having difficulties with her daughter doing school online. She have to be buying data. So I'm going to tell her about Starling. Here, I mentioned it once upon a time and he said, very good. I tell her about it and she used it. I would tell everybody, if you can help your people to invest in a generator and Starling are the two things now. That's the only way I could get through to my daughter. My sister's in Sablama with her family right now. I haven't heard from them at all. You understand? So I see this gentleman last night, Errol. He was doing some sightseeing around Sablama, and I was watching, and I was hoping that he would go up to where my sister lived just to see. But it is so bad. It is very bad, especially in the Sablama area. He didn't leave Sablama. So she heard that the road is sort of clear on a one-lane basis to go to Sablama. So she's gonna try to go see if she can find her auntie this morning, you know. So it is not good down there. We just have to look out for our neighbors, guys. Hunger is coming, you know. When you look at the St. Elizabeth scene yesterday, you see any shop around?
I understand what 5 Up was saying, right? But let's not do the politics thing now. But I'm not gonna play let me say it like this. Sometimes you don't want to hear something, but sometimes adjust a thing up. Like, this is the reason why I said yesterday that I know that aid money is going to be coming in, but I hope that it is distributed properly, because I'm a Jamaican who know exactly how the thing go, like everybody else does. The people who are in position of power or who are the ruling party normally take care of their own first, while other areas who are of the other party, the opposition party, they get the trickle down or the last off. Yeah. So that's something that is very real. So when people start saying, "Oh, him skip over this place and went to that place instead," they're very well in their right to be saying that, because that might actually be exactly what happened. I understand he can't be everywhere,
right? But I mean, Montego Bay is under Minister of National Security, right? Horace Chang Place.
Yes.
Right. So you're gonna drop in on Mobay first instead of.
But also Westmoreland just next door, bordering St. Elizabeth.
Exactly, and Westmoreland got hit hard.
Very.
Right, and you didn't go there, so you skipped from there and went cross over to. I understand exactly what you're saying. I understand what Five said, but I understand what you're saying also. So
yeah,
I'll be watching to see if the funds are allocated properly, if the resources are allocated properly, and if it's not equally shared, then I will definitely be calling it out. You know, it just the thing just happened. We see a funny move, point to it, but okay, let's give it some time and let's see what happens next.
Yeah, well, I'm always a contributor to Jaja Foundation, so I'll continue right there, apart from my personal people.
Who's Jaja Foundation?
Bounty Killer thing.
Bounty Killer Foundation.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, so I will continue with that foundation, and then I'll do the personal stuff as I always do.
Right.
You know.
Right.
It's bad, SouFlo. It's bad.
This too shall pass, but it's gonna take a while.
It's gonna take a while.
Yeah, but this too shall pass.
Yeah.
We just have to keep looking forward, you know, and somehow conjure up a positive spirit through it all.
Yeah, I'm not in the politics thing right now, you know.
Yeah.
But it look away. It still look away.
I agree.
All right. Many blessings to all.
All right. Wonderful one, same way.
Yeah, you too.
All right. Couple of things here, may I address real quick. So Caribbean Crest says, "Hi SouFlo, it's Guyanese doll." She changed her name. I joined the live late. However, I hope that your family is well. They are, and I'm thankful. This is the time that CARICOM countries need to come together and support Jamaica. That I agree. And usually, donation comes with the comment. Obviously, I'm going to look at that because the people that appear to have their comment stand out in a different color as you see it on the screen. Now, Trini L. Bay, I had to stop my comment section to address Trini L. Bay. Bro, I did not block you. Trini L. Bay said, yeah, man, it look like you blocked me. Me don't call in, but when me finally have something to say, me can't get through. You just got to keep calling in. That's it. So, if Trini L. Bay, if you have something to say, bro, call in. You know, the phone be here, not ringing. So the phone here. The phone be sitting here, not ringing at all. And then as soon as one person call, while that person is speaking, when I hear the boop, boop, that's when other people are calling in. So I don't have any control over that. And I can't cut off who is talking to answer who is calling. See? So call in now. No, nobody now call in. Live on the air with SouFlo. Good morning.
Yes, just like what you said a while ago. Because I thought it was going to answer me. I thought it was me an answer. And then once they answer that lady, everything was going on. So it's like 15 people called immediately in that 1 second. So everybody there within that split second. So there's only one you want to put through. And then something else said, wow, to the put this, I really think that we can't answer no. That's what's happening. Like 20, 50 people trying to call you at the same time.
Right, but I hear them. I hear them calling. Yes. That's why I know I listen and I hear the beep, beep, beep. I have to be sliding away these calls while they're calling, you know, so the person who is speaking could keep on speaking uninterrupted. So I'm not going to hang up that person to get a next call and hang up to get a next call. So when sometimes, okay, so nobody calls, right? The phone sits there. And then as soon as one person calls, it's like everybody start calling at the same time one person call.
Because sometimes it's at high point and people want to explain our calling at the moment to see their piece. And it can't happen because I tried to tell them it didn't happen. And I'm going to say, I understand that aspect of it. You understand? All right, this with the Prime Minister, I understand that he would have to visit key locations like Montego Bay and Kingston because we have to get those airports open for the aid to come in to help those people who are crying out. You understand what I'm saying? So you have to go to the airport. So to get it open and to assist the damage.
Which is in Montego Bay. Which is in Montego Bay.
Yes, to get one with
and I'm not no big fan either of Andrew, but you are right on point. So y'all listen to what the sister is saying, you know.
Yes, but no, it's something too.
Yeah.
All right.
No, but wait. Me know why your point get lost. You made a very important point. The caller said how him skip and go over Montego Bay, and I'm saying you just pointed out that that's where the airport is, and he's probably going over there to make sure the airport get opened up so aid can come in and these kind of things, right?
Yes,
right.
Yes. And that's the most important part, yes. And yes, you can touch hospitalists. I mean, but remember now, we flew in a chopper. The communication is started is down. Only who have Starlink, you can get communication direct to. So if you put a land in a one location and say, look, what the politics, maybe they'll creep under the cover, can we see? Because somebody said to me yesterday, you know, I think one of the two fourth term, and he look and he smile. So me look on that as well too. But me not chastising now, you know, because I don't like the breath that me bring. Because anytime we get to talk to my sister say, I want the prime minister to be on so when I was finding out faster and stuff like that, or even to go to beach and stuff like that, and selling out and nothing. You understand me? And he was saying, why you eating so? Why you eating so? And I love my sister so bad. But we need to say, can't say nothing about our prime minister. No, you just have to laugh, and when she happy, we just said that, but we say, I hope you see what this one to come. It didn't cause the storm. But me look at the storm so. I mean, listen what you say from prior speech, smart city, what you call the banking something again, online banking, and I'm looking at the poor people, them even my mother who don't even know how to put now slide for the new smartphone. So I'm looking at her who cannot navigate online banking. So I was looking at those things to trying to cut out these people using the young generation, and they hold the one and still here. So they don't have no university, not even high school education, but it's still you're trying to shut them up because they get a top of smartness. Not all of them can navigate these things.
I don't think. All right, when you hang up the phone, I'm gonna get into that. I'm gonna talk about that a little bit. So finish saying what you're saying, so I can get into.
And then we look for all.
Wrap it up for me, please.
See why I said the old at one. You take it away and go back to it.
Okay. Okay. She talk about like people are old that are there and won't understand new technology and all that. Please understand this, right? And again, I'm no big Andrew Holness fan, but we have to split justice and be real. The world is moving. The world is moving at a pace where the world never waits for older generation to catch up or to get to know new technology. The world leaves older people behind when it comes to the advancement of technology and stuff like that. And if you look at where we're heading, right? I always see them when I say Jamaica need to get up to par, man. Jamaica need to be on first world level. Jamaica need to this, that, and the other. So if they start talking about smart city and this and that and putting certain digital whatever in place, that's the way the world is moving. Everybody is digitized, or becoming. So I don't see a reason why we should be like, yeah, I'm gonna alienate the older people. Then my grandmother is still here, and your grandmother's still here not for too long. And the world can't wait upon she till she passed to say, okay, now let's move forward and let's implement this. If they were waiting on elders to implement technology like touchscreen phone and a whole computer into just a little cell phone or something like that, or whatever the case may be, we would still be back in the day. We would still be back where a beeper we did a carry, and we had to go use a phone on the side of the road, right? So y'all got to put things into perspective. Now, because I'm hearing a lot this morning about the smart city, this and all that, because I'm hearing a lot of that, I got to get into what it is. So Jamaica is developing smart city plans with a specific focus on
transforming the business district of New Kingston into the country's first smart city. These initiatives fall under a broader framework of National Vision 2030 Jamaica Plan. A key feature of these efforts is the emphasis on public/private partnership. New Kingston Smart City Project. Somebody said he has a plan for a smart city in St. Elizabeth as well. The New Kingston project is spearheaded by the Jamaica Public Service Company, or JPS, in collaboration with the Virginia-based Tautara Group and the U.S. Trade and Development Agency, ROS. A key component of this initiative is a 10-year smart city roadmap. Key features and projects include smart city lighting, which would be upgraded street lights and control systems serve as a platform for additional smart city technologies. Traffic management. The National Works Agency, or NWA, is implementing technology including video cameras and artificial intelligence, AI, to optimize traffic flow and manage signal timing. Wi-Fi connectivity. The government is expanding free public Wi-Fi hotspots in urban and rural areas and electric vehicles. Jamaica plans to have 10% of its transportation fleet powered by electric vehicles by 2030. The Jamaica Urban Transit Company, or JUTC, is adding new electric buses to its fleet. Now they have the next city, or the new city project. The Urban Development Corporation is working to establish a purpose-built urban center called the Next City. And the amenities. The project aims to provide residents with affordable housing, employment, and green and smart amenities and services. The infrastructure. The new urban center is expected to incorporate alternate energy sources and water recycling systems. Proposed Papine University Town. Dr. Carol Archer, a professor of urban planning at the University of Technology, has proposed the Papine University Town as an ideal starting point for a smart city. The proximity of the University of Technology and the University of the West Indies could leverage existing technology and data collection. The project would focus on synchronizing traffic and transportation with the area's existing technological infrastructure. And then you have the supporting initiative, the last part, data and planning. Academic and government agencies such as the Mona Geoinformatics Institute are focusing on using data to create more efficient and livable urban areas. Private investment. Some private developers are also promoting smart city concepts, such as the all-inclusive Smart City Jamaica project, which emphasizes community ownership and a focus on wellness, job creation, and sustainable energy. Then the last one, legislative concerns. As Jamaica moves forward into the future with smart cities, citizen privacy and security are important considerations that require appropriate legislation. So we want to move into all this technology, but one of the main things we should be concerned about, they're saying, is the citizens' privacy. And of course, our security as well. I don't know if you heard anything in that I just said to you that ring the alarm just now or made you want to freak out just now, right? And then, of course, you could simply go and read up Vision 2030 straight from the government what is Vision 2030 Jamaica? So, welcome to the official website of Vision 2030 Jamaica National Development Plan. Here you will find information on the background and objectives, main tenets, and offerings of Vision 2030 Jamaica, as well as updates on implementation and national development performance, among other areas. We invite you to tour this site and make regular visits, be a part of the community or stakeholders involved in making Vision 2030 Jamaica a reality. It's important to know what Vision 2030 is at this point, because there are a lot of people who are saying the place blow down because of Vision 2030 Jamaica them a try accomplish, and as if is a lot of bad stuff is involved in Vision 2030. So since you all sparked my interest in it this morning, I am going to go through what Vision 2030 is. This will take about 5 to 7 minutes of reading. Just put your ears this way and bear with me till I'm done running through it. And I will go through it for you, because a lot of the times when I say to you, go to this link and read this information, 95% of you do not. So since you want me to read it for you, I'm going to read it for you. So what is Vision 2030 Jamaica? Well, Vision 2030 Jamaica is the country's first long-term strategic development plan, and it covers the 21-year period, 2009 to 2030. It embodies the plans and the processes for the realization of a collective vision encapsulated in the statement, Jamaica, the place of choice to live, work, raise families, and do business. So they have taken into consideration all the things that are needed to change or upgrade in order for Jamaica to become the ideal place to live, work, raise families, and do business. Vision 2030 Jamaica is geared towards engaging all Jamaicans and development partners in the process to achieve the benefit from sustainable and inclusive development. The achievement of the 4 goals and 15 national outcomes will result in a vibrant and internationally competitive economy, a secure and cohesive society, a healthy natural environment, a high level of human capital development, and greater opportunities for social and economic mobility and prosperity. Let us join together in creating a secure and prosperous future for all Jamaicans. Vision 2030 Jamaica and the Sustainable Development Goals, or SDGs. In 2015, Jamaica, as part of the 193 member states of the United Nations, adopted the 2030 Agenda for Sustainable Development and its 17 Sustainable Development Goals. This landmark agreement envisions the creation of a better world that is free of poverty and underpinned by universal peace, equity, and inclusion. The SDGs have been integrated in the implementation of Vision 2030 Jamaica. Vision 2030 Jamaica advancing the achievement of the SDGs, leaving no one behind. And again, the SDGs are Sustainable Development Goals. So when we talk about Vision 2030, in a nutshell, that is what it is, how it is explained by the government. I could go deeper into it, but I won't. You know, you can watch the way how Jamaica is developing, and then you can, of course, ask yourself if Vision 2030, with all the changes that are coming, is it going to be for everybody, or is it going to be for the upper class to the upper middle class of people who will be able to enjoy all that stuff they're talking about? Or is it just going to be an entire change of system for Jamaica as a whole?
we don't know we're not gonna have that conversation this morning. You know what I mean? I just feel like we're advancing into the future, and there are gonna be changes that we don't like. There are gonna be changes that we like. So we have to go take some of the bitter with the sweet if we want to become that place where, I don't know, years down the road we can look back and say, wow, you know, Jamaica has that. You know, you ever landed in the airport and this happened and that happens and whatever, like we brag about other people's place. You ever been to Japan? You ever seen how this does that and that does this? Yeah, the same way you brag about other people's place. The same way them happy gonna move Jamaica forward. You know what I mean? Live on the air with SouFLo, good morning.
Good morning, SouFLo. Good morning, family. I hope everyone is trying to stay safe. SouFLo.
Yes, family.
This is my take on it. If someone is crying out that there is 8 dead bodies, right? And you can identify there are dead bodies. Don't we want to try and get those dead bodies away?
Yes, as soon as possible.
As soon as possible. That's what Nathan Campbell is crying out to say. Dead bodies are laying there, and he's crying out for help so he can get them out as soon as possible.
I didn't see the video. Did you see a video?
Last night he was talking about it on air.
Did he say that he saw 8 dead bodies?
Yes, he said that last night.
Right, and then
the next thing I was trying to say, can KFC and all those other food fast food places try to give away some food to help out?
Oh, good one. Good one. I like that because this is actually on my list right here. And I skipped
Just
it.
like when they give out food during the election, they can give away food to help out now.
Yes, so not
this
only...
is the time for the mothers and all of them who are up and running to give away the food.
Yeah, true. True.
People have not ate. They don't have any resources, no food, nothing. Give away these things.
Right.
You can elaborate on it. I'm going to hang up.
All right, my friend. Good one. Okay, so I didn't see the video about Dayton Campbell talking about the dead bodies that need to be removed immediately. I just woke up to a headline that said 6 deaths have been confirmed so far, right? So I can't speak on what I don't know. Is there a video of him standing next to 8 bodies, pointing to them saying, these bodies need to be removed from here, and the Prime Minister landed next door to him and then turned his head the other way and left? That's the narrative I think that's being painted, and I don't think that's what actually happened. So I'm going to leave that alone for now. But I did put on my list right here. I actually said JPS, big corporations like Grace and Lasco and all the others who operate on the island, this is a good time for you to step up. This is a good time for you to step up because you've been making a lot of money out of Jamaica over the years, right? Grace, big name. Lasco, big name. JPS, big name. Those are 3 names that roll off your tongue easily when you speak of corporations that operate inside of Jamaica that make a killing off the people. So, I mean, it's time. It's time to give back, and you can give back by making sure the people are fed. You can give back by, helping to get us back on track in some way. I don't know. But I had that on my list, and I skipped over it before that. Anyway, there are other things here I want to talk about. And since we were already talking about this Vision 2030 and Jamaica, smart city and all this stuff, right? And the implementation of technology and all that. I guess now would be a good time to go into our AI is coming for your jobs kind of thing. And AI is not just coming for your jobs, people. AI is the way of the future. AI is coming for everything. You understand? It is just that time in history that we're looking at. Some of us who've been around 20, 30, maybe 40 years, 50 years, we dreamt of days like these when we used to watch like the Jeffersons, George Jetson, and it's the Jetsons, not the Jeffersons. The Jeffersons was moving on up, but the Jetsons, with Elroy was the son,
and they used to like have cars that fly. And I remember that old cartoon, and we used to say back in the day, like, man, one day that's how the world is gonna be, where they're gonna have like smart elevators and smart cars, and cars just come pick you up and carry you where you need to go and drop you off, and you don't have to drive it or anything like that. Jane was the wife, not so I'm not alone. Talk to me, let me know. Say I'm not alone. I'm not the only one, right? Right. Those things sparked the Jetsons. Those things sparked our imagination back then. Well, here's the thing: it's happening in front of our eyes in our lifetime. This won't be something where our grandchildren be talking about, like, yeah, my grandfather SouFlo, he never got to see it. I wonder what he would say if he saw the world like this now. Let me tell y'all what happened the other day. Yesterday, I said, we went out to lunch. So I said, everybody gets what they want, right? And I went to Panda Express, got me some food, and me, my son, and wifey got from Panda Express. My daughter was like, she don't want none of that. She don't want no them kind of food there. I said, what do you want? She said, I want Wendy's. I said, okay. Because we took them out of school early to go do their doctor appointment. She said she want Wendy's. I said, all right, the Wendy's is right there. I pull up to Wendy's. I hear, hello, welcome to Wendy's. How may I take your order? I'm in the drive-thru. I'm looking for the menu, and I'm looking at the screen, and everything is changed, and it looked like one big flat screen TV. I say I never seen this before at Wendy's. It was just a big flat screen like a TV outside. So obviously this big flat screen is made to go through all kinds of weather, because if it start rain, it can sustain it through the rain and all this, right? If it get cold, whatever. I couldn't even put my order in properly. I was so flabbergasted just looking at the screen. And then I realized there was nobody taking my order. It was the screen. So when I say, yeah, may I have a kid's meal, nuggets with the something kids meal nuggets. Which one? It just bring up that on the screen. You know how you would have to normally look at the menu and you have to kind of read the menu and say, okay, let me get a number 3. Let me get the kids meal with the 4 nuggets, and then they would ask you, what would you like to drink? For this, it is so far advanced, right? When I ask for a kids meal, it immediately pull up all the kids meal that it has available and put them big as hell on the screen like this, like me I watch TV. I'm in the drive-thru, I'm like, damn. I said, okay, let me get the 4-piece nugget meal. And then me hear drink of choice. All the drinks them come up. And I was like, oh, wow. Okay, let me have the fruit juice, small drink for box drink, whatever the drink name. And I thought to myself, I turned to Shakira and I said, one more job gone. One more job gone. Because you see the person who's standing at the window that normally sees with the headset, and they're like, hello, welcome to Wendy's. How may I take your order? While them I try serve bag out the window while taking order for that gone. Because the computer can do all of that. And I said to her yesterday, I said, the only thing they're going to need humans for is to stand at the window and hand the bag to you and take payment if. And even that, just down the road coming up, they won't need you for that anymore either, because they're going to find a way to take payment with no human-to-human interaction there. And they're going to find a way also for that window to open up. Our Hannah go come out that is made of steel and gear your order like that. They're finding that the machines, the computers, are more accurate, more efficient than human beings are. They don't get tired. They don't complain. You don't have to worry about if they're going to miss a shift because their mother passed away or they're going to need time off to go to a funeral. That thing will work till it malfunction. You're sending a tech, the tech fix it or we replace it, and it work again the same way. And that's where the future is going. I saw it yesterday. When I pulled up to Wendy's and I saw that and that thing took my order, I couldn't believe it. I spent more time staring at it than especially when I said a kid's meal. And it just, boom, and just give all the kids' meal right in front of you on a big flat screen, pretty like TV. I was like, I felt like I could just touch the screen. I was like, oh, wow. There's another video that I wanted to show you guys. So for all the people them with the stuff like, so that's one job that's gone. There's another one that your job is going to be gone soon too. You see the people who make the sandwich them and deep fry this for you and fix that for you. Their job's going to be gone too soon, right? They won't need you anymore back there frying chicken or making sandwiches or all that, because the people them are going to have it down to a T. You put in too much lettuce in some of the sandwich them, so we're losing money off lettuce. You put in too much mayo. You put too many packets of sweet and sour sauce in here. You do too many that computer is programmed to do every single thing the exact same way every single time. That means a greater margin of efficiency, and for them, of course, they're streamlining their profits better that way. So humans are going to be out of a job. Another thing I saw, which I've seen, I talked about this before, was I was walking around in Walmart and I seen a robot, and the robot was sliding up and down the aisle as I was in Walmart. And there's a brethren that work in Walmart, and I asked him, I was like, what the hell is that robot doing in here? He said, oh man, yo, listen. You know, even he was like, oh man, oh listen. He said, you remember how when we used to work in stock and we used to have to go out with the gun and go scan everything and then put it in to see if this is still in inventory or if it's running low, if it reached the point where we need to reorder, all that? I said, yeah. He said, they don't need us for that anymore. This machine right here, it's going up and down the whole store, every shelf, up and it's got brrr, 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 and it's collecting data, and at the same time it's feeding it back to the main bank saying, okay, ketchup, the Heinz ketchup is running low, only has 2 bottles left on the shelf, and there are none. There are only 4 bottles in stock in the back. Once we bring those out to the shelf, it sells this fast. So those will be gone by tomorrow morning. Immediate order. Next, brr, brr, like they're not gonna need we again. They're not gonna need us again. And the one I wanted to show you was from I don't know if it's Amazon, but this is it. Look at this. I know it's not the best seeing because of the lighting. Probably too much lights in here. But what you're looking at right here, do you see how closely these, what look like buses or machines are moving to each other but not colliding? And they're moving at a steady pace. Do you see how big that warehouse is? Well, this right here, this is smart logistics, they call it. And most companies are investing in, it's called Ghost Logistics Center. Fully automated warehouse that runs entirely by AI robots with 0 human workers required. From sorting through the goods, to labeling, to packaging and sealing, to loading, to delivery. Every task is executed by an AI machine that is working
in perfect coordination 24/7. You won't be needed to do. They don't need you to seal the box anymore. They don't need you to put a label on each one anymore. They don't. I've worked at a warehouse before. Back in the day, I worked at a warehouse where we stand up on the line, and you know when the stuff comes, assembly warehouse. So over here is where we make the legs, and over there, next line is where they make the head. And everything comes to be one, and you put it in the box. Over there is where they seal the boxes and label them for shipping. They won't need humans for any of that stuff anymore. They won't. It works 24/7, 365, no complaints, and does it the same way every single day. So, the other day, couple of days ago, what's his name? The richest man in the world. Elon Musk. Elon Musk came out and said, the future is here, and they're much closer now than ever before. And the people who work, he said, humans are going to have a lot of time on their hands. Humans are going to have a lot of time on their hands because most jobs will be done by AI by 2030, I think. We're at 2026. We're going into 2027. We're at 2025, going into 2026. So 2030 is only 4 years away. So to hear them say that most jobs are going to be done by AI by 2030, and then to hear y'all talking about Jamaica 2030 vision, it was sparking something inside of me that said, so all of the job them at Jamaica are going to be done in, is Jamaica going to be investing heavily in this technology? Well, it probably is. Reason being, most of these companies that operate offshore are not Jamaica owned. They are just operating out of Jamaica because it's cheaper for them to operate out of Jamaica. They already told Jamaicans to brace for the call center world that they have there to be completely wiped out, because majority of those jobs will no longer exist for them. A whole heap of people work at call center in Jamaica, you know? Whole heap of people work at Jamaica, call centers in Jamaica. So when those jobs go, those people are going to have to find something else to do. But not only that, the manufacturing jobs. So major corporations like Amazon, Microsoft, Starbucks, they have recently laid off employees in the thousands, driven by factors such as economic uncertainty, shift towards artificial intelligence, and effort to streamline operations and reduce bureaucracy. So other significant companies experiencing substantial job cuts who are also investing heavily in AI: UPS, Intel, Procter & Gamble, TCS, Microsoft, Amazon, Starbucks. You see what I'm saying? And the list goes on. And then they have a list right here of how many people each company has let go so far up to October of 2025. Amazon just let 40,000 people go as they invest more in artificial intelligence. Yep, so the people that work at Amazon, and yeah, I work at the Amazon warehouse, man, and be doing long hours, and we gotta drive the forklift and stock the boxes, and I just showed you a smart warehouse. And they'll be laying more people off as they employ more of these smart warehouses to be built. So yeah, now they have autopilot, but I better always see human beings in that cockpit. Ross, can you imagine that? You go at the airport, you're getting ready to fly out, and, and your plane is being flown by a robot. But now I'm going now. I'm not going. It's probably something that we're not going to have a choice with anyways. Or the plane is on autopilot. like how them have car that they're on autopilot right now. You have cars that you can call. The company will send a vehicle. I think it was Atlanta. It was being tried out in Atlanta for some time now, and then it's expanded to other cities now. And no, Tesla and Elon Musk weren't the only ones that were doing it. There's another company that was doing it. And the car will come and pick you up. A couple of vloggers have done it. Let me see what it's like to call this car and drive in one of these cars. And they've done it. And the car come pick them up, and they're like, look, you see, there's no driver in here. I'm chilling in the back. Do what I want to do. Let's see if this car... See, I'll be paranoid. I'll be paranoid. What if that car takes me to somewhere I don't want to go? What if the car malfunctions and find the nearest cliff and decide to say, oh, why am I going to drive with me in it? What do you say? We won't know. We won't know that it's a robot that's driving our plane, or we won't know if our plane is on autopilot. Anytime you hear, good evening, I am your captain, Captain Greg. Autopilot. Robot. The thing is, that gonna make me too nervous. I don't know. Well, Audrey said, they must say I gotta sell them products to robots and people won't be able to buy nothing without having jobs, money to pay for it. That's exactly what I said too, Audrey. I don't see it happening. I don't see most jobs being gone because they run off taxes, right? Who are gonna pay them taxes? Who's going to buy their products and pay taxes into the system? The roads that we drive on that get fixed by tax money. So when people stop paying, it just doesn't work out to me. It does, but they might have something else in store for us that we don't know about. Maybe we're gonna be here as cattle. I've seen the auto cars in action in Los Angeles. Saw a kid inside by himself. It could send them to go pick up your child, right? Pick the children up. I don't want to speak to my spouse. We're divorced, but we share custody. So arrange for a pickup at midday, Friday afternoon. And the car just go pick up your picnic them. You don't have to say anything to your ex. You just get your kids delivered to the house. Like my side job right now is teaching cars how to drive. Ross. Let's one. My side job right now is teaching cars how to drive. Teaching cars how to drive. We're more there than we think. We're there. You know, the only people who I see are going to be safe are people who are in hospitality. Then the world won't care about hospitality, but people who are more like in med hospitality, like CNAs. Therapy, in the therapy field, people who do those kind of hands-on with humans jobs, they probably won't feel it so bad because it's hard to replace them. It's hard to replace somebody who gets in there and does all that. But they're talking about doctors, man, surgeons, school teachers being replaced. I went to a meeting Monday. It was Monday. We went to a meeting Monday at Milani's school, right? Went to go meet with her teacher. By the way, me and Shakira both the whole way there were like not even talking. We're not talking because everybody is like, I wonder if Milani is doing bad in school. Wonder if the teacher gonna say something. And when we got to the meeting, the teacher was like, oh, she passed this, she passed that, she's on track to do this, she's passed with flying colors. That she's the student that everybody looks at to see what to do next when we're giving directions and trying to keep the kids on task. And I'm like looking at her and I smile big now. I'm like, baby girl, like you're so, I'm so happy that the teacher was saying that she is perfect in everything. And I'm like, wow, that's not what we were expecting. Because the way how the teacher was like, listen, you had nothing to be worried about. I'm just the kind of teacher who like to meet face to face with each one of my student parents. So we can be on the same track as the year goes on, and we can work together to make sure that that child advances to the next level. And I said, damn, I thought, because usually when teachers say, you need to schedule a conference, we're thinking maybe my child is being inappropriate in class. Maybe she's not learning at the level she's supposed to be. So you're asking, what did you do in school today? Why does the teacher want to set a meeting up? Because them not tell you why. Anyway, going to class, I'm thinking, I looked around like this and I saw a cubby. A cubby is like an area that has all these different boxes, right? Storage space. They're like open lockers. And each student has one assigned to them where they put their stuff in to go sit down at their desk. And I looked, and in each cubby was a computer. In each one of the cubby was a computer. Actually, in Milani's class, in each cubby was a tablet, a big tablet that has a rubber case on it. And there was one in every one of them. So I said to the teacher, I said, each child has a screen. Each child has a computer. And she said, oh, yeah, that's standard. At second grade and up, or third grade and up, each child has their own computer, their own laptop. And I'm like, what the hell? They are actually teaching the kids on computers only, computer-based only. The teacher doesn't go to the board anymore and write on the board. When we go to school, the teacher would be like, write this problem out, and then she'll say, you come up here and solve this problem in front of everybody. So would I make you go home and study a little bit because you don't want to be called up to the front of the class and you can't do it. No. The children are now on computers only. So computer is the way of the world. And that's where they're going with it. And we can't avoid it because they're actually programming the babies right now for computer only, right? Father God, who figure tell for F off, no. I want to go on in now. She will be asking for a laptop to be used at home soon. Well, she have one tablet already. She have one tablet already. Kai have one tablet already. Those kids kind of grew up on a tablet. They've been had tablets, so them kind of used to that already. Yeah, a computer picnic them, my friend. So moving away from that, which was my second topic, and heading into my last topic of the morning, I was talking about AI and that AI is coming for your jobs, and there's nothing we can do, and streamlining, speaking about what's happening in Jamaica, with you see the Prime Minister implementing certain things technology-wise. It's not to sabotage Jamaica, I think it's just where we're at now. Live on the air with SouFLo, good morning.
Yeah, SouFLo, me again.
Yeah, brother.
Yeah, about the AI situation, when I watch a documentary, I'm going to try to explain it to people who might probably confused. And they might say, what happened, the world move forward, in terms of more technology. What happened is that people will still have jobs, but the issue is you have to go back to school, like you have to learn how to operate AI technology. For example, the farm, people probably work up on farm, but they're gonna operate the machine, they might make sure it's stay intact. So I must say, you know, gonna be like say, AI gonna take over and then we gonna just walk over that job and so wander the streets. They might go set things in place because they want to tax, right? If we get systems to right. So only thing that happen is like if you have a sheep and you have the shepherd, AI gonna be the sheep and we are gonna be the shepherd. You know what I mean? Yeah. They want to tax.
Wait. That is for the people who will learn the technology, as in how to manage the technology. And that's why they're gearing the young children them now. Like I said earlier, when we go to this conference at my picnic school Monday, I turn around and I look and see a cupboard full of computers. So I asked the teacher. The teacher said they don't teach on a chalkboard anymore. Every child has their own system. So them have some big tablets, flat screen, touch screen tablets. And then she said, I believe it's 3rd grade and up, each child has their own personal computer. So that are them getting them ready. So I feel them generation are going to be ready for when the world completely flips into automatic mode, I guess, or AI mode, where most things are done and controlled by AI. They're going to feel comfortable with that technology because them are going to say, we don't know nothing about writing on no chalkboard or taking notes in no notepad or even typing to store a message. We don't know nothing about that. Them are going to know about the advanced stages of where things are going to be. They're already preparing them for that.
Yeah, but them also I said that actually better for people. But we ignorant of the plan them have. We might have said, Lord God, we can go to build, but no, them not fool. You know what I mean? Them know some people are still need jobs. Them I say, they're gonna set it in a way where people can go back to school. I'm telling you, it's not people. I tell people say no. See, if you can learn how to tie your shoes lace and your common sense, you can be a doctor, you can be a pilot. There's no limit to a normal thinking human being. Well, some people have higher IQ, but majority of people on earth who have a normal brain, you can learn. So don't find AI as if Jesus, please, you have to be a scientist now.
Right.
Just have to sit down and learn, and let me show you simple because your place without me work, right? Me's not a scientist, but I teach you some things right now, and you know hard. I'm thinking you have to do. Nice, pay attention and show you have to do and like ABC if you have to pay attention. You know what I mean? You have common sense. You know what I mean? So it must say people don't have to be frightened, you know what I mean? And feel because they don't have the ability to understand how to manage AI. So what happened, it will help. We also work as hard as how we work as humans, as a physical work. So I must say, we not to look upon it like a negative thing, can be a positive thing also. But you know, through the work, enough people attack and say, oh, we not got a job, everybody. So some of the people can say,
the fear factor, the fear factor.
Yeah.
The fear factor. Because for years we've been hearing that computer are going to take over the world. So
and it sounds bad.
Yeah, and it sounds bad. Computers are coming for your jobs. It sounds bad. When you have people like Elon Musk say, even doctors will be replaced, surgeons will be replaced because AI generated robot can be more precise in doing a certain surgery or whatever, get in and out. And the average person has to think, well, damn, if them are going to replace one brain surgeon or one heart surgeon, then who am I to be replaced? Me definitely I'm going to get replaced because my job not even so complicated. Them are going to easily replace me too. So people are afraid. People are afraid.
I mean, it never touch every point, you know. But me with the understanding, say, when I said to go to that,
still gonna need a person there to.
Yeah, it's like some people go on surgery and the doctor make one little mistake and the person lose their life. You know what I mean?
Right.
So when I say when they use a machine, still have a doctor, a more advanced doctor now who monitor the machine, but the machine is more steady than the doctor on. You know what I mean? So the machine are going precisely and make the right cut, the right part, and come out cleaner than even the doctor. You know what I mean? Right. So it don't be like I said, oh, no, what not in the building, You go in and a bare rope to push around and not like us a human being and monitor the system. As I said, the sheep and the shepherd.
Yeah. Makes sense, bro. Thank you.
All right, big up yourself.
Manners.
All right.
I'm saying, let's ban TV that they say, yes, I true. So the only thing is to make sure that the school board has all schools given computers to teach all the kids equally. Well, as it sits right now, that kind of goes down to that was an issue the other day in New York. Remember, it was some lady in New York that's she's not a mayor or something, but she was like, why do the kids in the Bronx, there are kids in the Bronx who don't even know how to use a computer or whatever, and the people in the Bronx and other black people around because we're black, we're dumb, we don't know how to use a computer, duh. Like, she's racist, she's trying to make fun of us, but she wasn't. You know how to basically use a computer, like basic use it, but you don't know how to actually really use it. She was talking about advanced knowledge in computers. And the reason is a lot of those schools in communities where a lot of the resources don't go, they don't have a whole room full of computers where every child has their own computer. You know what I'm saying? And that's what she was talking about getting funding for. And it went over the people's head of the same people she was trying to help. So where I live and where my child goes to school, each child has a computer, but I can't say the same for everybody else, right? It's going to be a government thing to make sure that every school have enough resources to where every child is assigned to a computer, but we know how that goes. This is nothing new. Some schools are underfunded, some schools are not. Some schools have everything, some schools barely have anything to get by, and it all comes down to the demographics of the population of the school, right? What students go there, what are their backgrounds, blah, 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 all that, where the school is situated, all them kind of something there. Well, programming of computers will also be at the forefront of the game. Yes. If you get into that, then you have a place in the future. For sure. A computer programmer, engineer, you have a place in the future. Because they're going to need you. Those computers aren't going to be able to what a Ross when the computer them start being able to program themselves. Like, engineer this one to be able to program that one when that one goes down, and engineer that one to reverse program this one if this one malfunction or goes down. Then you really don't have to touch anything because you'll have computers fixing computers. Hey, the future looks bright. The future looks bright, but it looks scary too. Because then you would be like, now we don't even need the people who, if we ever get to that stage, I think then we have created our own destruction completely. The annihilation of the human race. Because, y'all remember Total Recall? This is an old movie. Y'all remember Total Recall with Arnold Schwarzenegger? Live on the air with SouFLo. Good morning.
SouFLo, good morning. How are you?
I'm good, family. How you doing?
I'm all right. I just want to make 2 quick points. I saw someone mention something about no pilots in the cockpit. All right. I was a Chinook pilot in the Army. I want them to look up the Boeing 777, which is due to go into service, I think, in 2026. They're going to start it out as a cargo airplane. Look up the Boeing 777, and I want them to look up the Citation 10.
The what?
Cessna Citation 10. And the Boeing 777.
Boeing 777 and Citation 10?
Yeah, there's 2 different airplanes. The Boeing 777
right,
and the Cessna Citation 10.
Cessna, S-E-S-N-A?
C-E-S-S-N-A.
CESSNA.
Yep, Cessna Citation 10.
Okay.
Second thing, before the storm hit, there was a discussion about the human effects and different things. Just like you said, some things are created by humans, right?
Right.
If you would read up, Russia just tested a drone, underwater drone, that can cause a tsunami, a nuclear tsunami in any coastal area. Look that part.
All right.
And last, as a military man, check out the movie called House of Dynamite on Netflix.
House of Dynamite.
Yes, it's on Netflix.
Okay.
All right, brother.
All right. Peace.
Yep.
Boy. All right. So the Boeing 777 is a family of long-range twin-engine wide-body airliners known for its large size and efficiency, serving as the world's largest twin-engine jet. Features the advanced technology like fly-by-wire control only, powerful turbofan engines, and a distinctive fully circular fuselage, offering high passenger capacity and extended range for airlines worldwide. Boeing is currently developing the next generation of 777X, which will be even larger and will be even more efficient. Flown by wire control only. Yeah. You know what? All the stuff that we're talking about is closer than we think. It's right here. Everything we've been talking about is right here, and it's about to happen right in front of us. So we better get ready for face with fears, because who did afraid to fly because you're not sure about pilot? You about to be flying with no pilot. You about to get on a plane and nobody is flying it. And you have to go pray the whole way and hope so you reach where you're going in one piece. Blood fire. I don't know, man. I don't know. Well, if that's what it is, that's what it is, right? We just gonna have to be here to see it. I'm gonna change topics now, though, and get into the last one of the morning. The last one of the morning is about the sheriff deputy that was found guilty in the murder of Sonya Massey. Y'all remember Sonya? Or a lot of you have forgotten about Sonya Massey. His name was Sean Grayson, the officer that shot Sonya Massey. So just to jog your memory and to get down to it, Sean Grayson, the former Illinois sheriff's deputy, he was convicted on Wednesday of second-degree murder in the 2024 death of Sonya Massey, a black mother of two who had called 911 about a possible intruder or prowler. She thought somebody was moving about around the outside of her house, and she thought they were probably going to break in. So she called the police, because that's what you're supposed to do, right? A woman living by herself. Sonya, they said, she was diagnosed schizophrenic. So she would hallucinate sometimes, see things, hear things, audio, visual, auditory, visual hallucinations. And she was probably having one of those episodes where she was seeing and hearing what wasn't there. But she called the police anyways. And I remember when the police came, right? Y'all remember when the police came? Y'all saw the video? She stood at the door and she specifically said to them, please don't hurt me. I called you. Please don't hurt me. Well, she ended up dead. That police officer was charged with first-degree murder but the jury instructions included the option to convict him of a lesser charge of second-degree murder. I don't know why the judge instructed the jury to convict him of second-degree murder instead. The jury deliberated for 12 hours after closing arguments ended late on Tuesday morning, and Grayson's family, they started crying and they held hands as the verdict was read. Outside of the courtroom, protesters celebrated the guilty verdict and they chanted, "I rebuke you in the name of Jesus. I rebuke you in the name of Jesus." If you've seen the video where Sonya Massey was shot, that's exactly what she said to the police officer. "I rebuke you in the name of Jesus," got her killed. She went over to her stove. Actually, she had left the stove on. I think she was boiling water to make tea. And the police officer said, "The stove is on." And he said, "Go turn it off." He instructed her to go turn the stove off, right? And she went over there to go turn it off, and one of them pulled his gun out, and the other one, of course, pulled his gun too, and was like, "What are you pulling your gun for?" "I'm pulling because you pulling." And he was like, started talking a certain kind of way, to her, and she was like, "What? Now you making stuff up." Basically, that's how her body language was. Like, "I'm not gonna hurt you." He said something about, "I don't want you to." He backed up. He backed all the way up to the door, and she was like, "What are you doing all that for?" She was like, he said, "I don't want you to throw the water on me, the boiling water on me." Immediately, I think that sister realized he was trying to paint a certain picture so he could have a justified kill, right? So she was over by the stove and she was like, "I'm not going to do anything to you. You told me to turn the stove off. I'm turning the stove off. I rebuke you in the name of Jesus." That "I rebuke you in the name of Jesus" triggered that man to fire. He actually told her where he was going to shoot her, and he shot her right there. He said some shit about, "Shut the fuck up, I'll blow your fucking head off." And I couldn't figure out how "I rebuke you in the name of Jesus" led to a response like, "I will blow your effing head off." Yes, the lady with the hot water that they shot and killed. Attorney Ben Crump and Antonio Romanucci, who represented her family in a $10 million civil settlement, said that they believe that Grayson's actions warranted a first-degree murder conviction, but that, it's still some measure of justice for Sonya Massey and her family. "I'm fueled by rage right now," said one of her cousins. If you get an officer who says he's going to shoot you in the face, and then he shoots you in the face, and you only get a second-degree murder, the former federal prosecutor Mark Chutko said that the defense made a strategic decision to include the second-degree murder charge. The prosecution likely felt confident about their case and was willing to go for an all-or-nothing verdict, but the defense did not want to take that chance, so they advocated for a lesser charge to be included. Grayson now faces 4 to 20 years in prison for second-degree murder under state law, and he would most likely be eligible to get day-for-day credit for good behavior in prison, meaning he could end up serving only half of his sentence. So if they give him 10 years, he could be out in 5. If they give him 5 years, he could be out in 2.5. Sonya Massey's father, James Wilburn, said that he hopes that the judge gives him the max, which would be 20 years. He showed no remorse. He was so cocky throughout his entire trial with a smirk on his face. This is what Sonya's dad said. The only time you saw him actually show remorse is when the verdict was read and it came back that he was guilty. That was the only time the guilty verdict knocked the smirk off of his face. He was charged in July of 2024 in a fatal shooting of Sonya Massey, who had called the authorities over concerns about a possible prowler outside of her Springfield home. Body camera video shows the moment that she was shot and killed in her kitchen during a confrontation over a pot of boiling water. Her death led to the call for justice and protests across the country, and it reignited scrutiny about law enforcement shooting Black people in their homes. Grayson, the guy who shot her, the officer who shot her, is a white man. You know what's crazy? This whole Sonya Massey situation is crazy as hell. For the simple fact that this is triggering, because Black people be scared to call the police. You call for help. And for those of you who I always say to you, here's another reason why I love the United States of America. I'm thankful for everything I've been able to accomplish in it and how I live here. However, when my decompress comes, when that plane lands in Jamaica, it's for stuff like this. I can call police in Jamaica. This will be the last thing on my mind, that the police is going to come and shoot me in my face, and I'm the one that called for help. And I know that this was done because of racism. Whatever preconceived notion he had already about this Black woman conjuring up spirits, or if she says, I rebuke you in the name of Jesus, something is going to happen bad to you and this, that, and the other. She said, I rebuke you in the name of Jesus. He pulled his gun. What? I'll shoot you in your fucking face, he said. And he shot her in her face. The bullet went through, I believe, her left. It went through one of her eyes, at the bottom of her eye, and exited out, I think, the side of her head or something like that. Her family is holding a picture of a drawing of where the bullet went through and where it exited. It's stuff like this. You be afraid to call them. Remember I told you all about a situation the other day where wifey took the kids to the jump house, and then, you know, Kai got into it with another kid, and it evolved. It ended up with me rushing over there because I saw Kai's nose bleeding, blah, blah, blah. And then the father of the child ended up coming in there because, of course, his wife called him and was like, this big Black guy is over here trying to intimidate us. And, you know, when the guy came, the first thing I noticed was he was super loud and boisterous. He's Hispanic, but he is Caucasian Hispanic. And the police officer that responded was Hispanic. They already have something in common. And they were already talking as soon as, because he came in the building and he was like, yo, my man, come on, let's go outside, to me. And I started to go outside with him. I told wifey, chill right here. I'm going outside with him, right? And as I'm heading outside with him, a police comes running in the building and was like, hey, we're not having any of that. We're not having any of that. You two get away from each other. And I was like, oh. To see how he handled the police, in that very moment, I already knew. Because he was like this to the police officer. He was like, get the fuck away from me. Get off me. I don't want to hear nothing you got to say. Go talk to the women. Let me and him go outside and talk like men. So once he did that, and I seen the police like giving him first of all, I couldn't have done it. Because if I said, get the fuck away from me, I don't want to hear nothing from you. Go talk to the women. Let me take this man outside. Me ain't going outside. What? They probably would have done tased me, put me down on the ground, handcuffed me, all this other stuff. So I have all this to think about, right? I have all this to think about. And I'm watching how the police officer is treating him like this is his cousin that's being a little bit too boisterous, but ain't doing nothing too serious. The whole time I'm thinking to myself, this police officer is not here for me. This could turn against me really quickly. So the whole time I got my hands up like this, the police was like, y'all need to stop this. In my mind, I'm like, y'all, I'm not even saying anything. So I had to put my hands up and I told the police officer, I said, listen, I'm not, do you hear me? I'm not saying nothing. This guy, he's going off, right? And I told my fucking son, don't make anybody bully him. Yo, come on, let's go outside. When he started saying, come on, let's go outside, in my mind, I'm thinking, if you put your hands on me today, you're going to get killed in front of your children. Because his 2 sons were there. And I don't know if he was trying to play tough for his woman, or she didn't want him anymore. So she came over there. He was like, my wife said you staring her up and down and you intimidated my children. I said, your wife is right there. Ask your wife what I did. Cameras are in here. The cameras saw what I did. I don't know if he thought because I was calm that I was soft or I wouldn't do anything. You know when bullies try to fight somebody that don't want to fight? So his wife come over there and she goes, yep, you said all of that. Everything I said, you said. A Spanish woman, and she walks away. And then he starts again with the, come on, let's go outside. Let's go outside. And I'm watching the police, and the same Spanish police is treating him like he would tell this man 50,000 times to stop, to back up, to not say that, to calm down. And then he telling me to calm down, and I'm not even doing nothing. I'm not even responding to him. And the whole time in my mind, I'm thinking, I'm going to have to kill this guy right in front of this police officer. Because I'm waiting for him to put his... the whole time he's talking, I'm watching his hands, right? Because I'm just waiting for the hands to hit me. Because if you as a police officer can't stop him, then obviously I'm going to have to defend myself, right? So I'm like, okay, as soon as he hit me, I'm killing him. And I'm killing him right in front of his wife and his kids. They're going to bury him. I was just about to say it to him. I was just about to say to him, I'm going to tell you one time and one time only, back up. If your hands touch me, you die in front of your wife in here and your kids today. Something said, don't say it, because as soon as I say it, the police officer is going to jump on me. Now, mind you, this is a Hispanic guy and a Hispanic police officer, and the Hispanic guy is telling the police officer, shut the fuck up. Why you keep getting in my face? Why you keep talking to me? Don't fucking talk to me. Go talk to them. Go move. Go over there. That's how he's talking to the police officer right in front of me. And I'm watching the police officer not respond to any of this. Every person in this chat right now who is black, do you think I could have done that to the police officer? And I say all that to say this. The Sonya Massey shooting, if that was a white woman in that house and that white police officer responded to that phone call, he would have looked at Sonya Massey as, man, she looked like my Auntie Jane. She looked like my mom's sister. She reminds me of my older sister. She looks like my mom. He would have never immediately, what you said? I'll shoot you in the fucking face, because the woman said, I rebuke you in the name of Jesus. Right? So when these police officers come and you're involved in a situation and you are black and they're non-black, they immediately take the side of the individual who is not black or who is like them. So if it's a Spanish police officer responding and you're in a tussle with a Spanish person, that Spanish police officer immediately aligns with who he sees as his kind soon as he responds to the call. If you're in it with a white person and a white police officer responds, they immediately align with the white person as soon as they respond to the call. You know what I mean? And that's what happened in that Sonya Massey situation. If she was white, she would have never got killed. But I need y'all to pay attention to these types of things when they're going on around you, right? Everybody knows I could have never talked to that police officer like he did. Even I was amazed because I was there watching it close up. He was less than arm's length away from me. Less than arm's length away from me. That's why I was getting ready to kill him, because he was you're already in my safe space. You're less than arm's length away from me. You looking like if the police officer wasn't standing like between both of us, you would have been throwing some hands. So, okay, you look now to me like you're super comfortable, like you would throw hands in front of the boy that you're talking to. Because if I talk to the police like the police, I want boy, you know. I mean, no respect for authority, and you not calling him out on it, and you're a police officer? All right, I know I'm out here on my own for sure. So this is about to get super drastic. Let this man touch me. Of course, he didn't. And after it was all said and done, and I left, as I was driving away outside, the same Spanish guy come running to my car window like he was going to like punch my window out or something. Listen, I could have committed murder that day easily. And again, the same police officer runs out the building behind him and goes, hey, are you leaving? Leave. I said, I am leaving. But my wife is over there in a different vehicle. And I'm waiting for her to back out. As you can see, she's backing out. And when she backs out fully and drives away, I will drive away behind her. And he goes, okay, now you come with me. And he didn't run out and say, get away from that man's car. Why are you running up to his car window? Anything. Leave to me. Are you leaving? Leave. What I thought before was confirmed. As the police officer runs out the building, my gun is in my hand. I'm sitting in the car. I put my window all the way down because I wanted this man to... He looked like he was going to jump in my vehicle, right? And beat me up in my vehicle. I was like, let me put the window all the way down, see if he could really jump in here. But God was on both of us side, man. God was on both. Every time I get in any kind of situation like this, God is on my side, but he's on the side of the other person as well. Because these people be going slow, man. They go 0 to 100 in a whole day. See, I'm already at 100, right? A long time ago, and I'm waiting for you to rev up. I don't have anywhere to run. I'm in my vehicle. I'm leaving. And instead of him telling this man, get away from that man's vehicle, he runs out there. You're leaving, right? Well, leave. It wasn't until I said my wife's backing out right there, and when she leaves, I'll drive off behind her. He was like, oh, well, you come with me. Yo, that's why when I go on my yard, Jamaica, it's to decompress from all this BS. I don't have to worry about if I get into an altercation with anybody and they're overexerting themselves and they're presenting themselves as a danger. I don't have no problem defending myself. And I also know when the police come, the police is probably going to come there looking like me and the person that I'm getting into something with. Not only that, I don't have to worry about, oh, I might get killed because I'm black. Or they're going to take the side of the other person because the other person is. I don't have to worry about any of that bullshit. I don't have to worry about when I'm driving around in Jamaica and the police pull up behind me. Oh, shit, they might pull me over because my tail lights stop working. And then a simple traffic pullover, I end up dead. How the hell I end up dead when you pulled me over for my friggin' backlight? I have to worry about all these things. So, yeah, we live here in a pressure cooker. And sometimes we need to just get the hell up out of here. And that's why I try to get up out of here as much as I can. We end this video by saying this. Beautiful, gorgeous Jamaica is damaged severely. There are parts of Jamaica that are not so badly damaged. So for the people who are, because I saw a couple of people, oh, they're lying. They're telling lies because they want money. Because my auntie lives in, forget what the person said, and my auntie was just walking down her driveway and streaming live. And there's nothing wrong except for a couple of branches broken off trees. Let me make this clear for everybody. The entire Jamaica is not damaged. Jamaica is divided into 14 parishes, just like the United States of America is divided into 51 states, right? Right. So some of those parishes are damaged, but a large part of Jamaica is severely damaged right now. And whatever you can do to help, do that to help them. They need all the help in the world they can get. And me, I want Jamaica to get all the help in the world it can get so I can get the fuck out of here and go. Well, even if they don't, I'm still going to be getting the hell up out of here and going because that's my decompression place. With that said,
We'll leave it right here. Keep Jamaica in your prayers. Things will get better. This too shall pass. We're talking about a resilient set of people who are known for surviving conditions that other people couldn't have. And we'll be all right. But it's going to take time, and it's going to take a lot of help. All right? Like my granny Miss Ruby said, be good. If it can't be good, be careful. But it's best to be good. Like my grandfather, Mas Clevey, said, I will see you tomorrow if God spare life. None of us can give ourselves tomorrow. I don't care how powerful you think you are. You can't gift yourself tomorrow. You can't gift nobody tomorrow. The Creator will have you see tomorrow if so be it. All right? So if God spare life, I'll see you tomorrow. And we'll be right here for Festive Friday, because tomorrow is Friday. We'll welcome the weekend together. All right? Walk good. Be good. Go with God. I'm out. Peace.